Pretty and paid and popping. Pretty and paid, yeah. Pretty and paid and popping. Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid, yeah. Pretty and paid and popping. Ain't got dough, then you know you better keep it jogging. Ice so cold, no stopping. Love my style, my drip, everything they copping. Cashed up queen stay bossing. Chicks on my page all day, ain't got no login. Every style queen stay locking. Pretty gang pull up in a place, got the man them clocking. Gotta stay on my grind. Man on my money, and money on my mind. No time, no day, no time. Bitches on the best day, can't take my shine.
Yes. I am back. She's back. Welcome to Convo with Kareem, guys. You already know the vibes. Yes. 2025. I am here. I just want to thank everybody that rocked with me for 2024. Big up all of my supporters, all of the blogs, all of my family, all of my friends. I want to big up a big shout out to my sponsors, Crep Select, 360 Security, Akiri, RMD, Bad Bee Studios, and Poster Girl Lashes. And big up Makeup Doctor and the Face in the building. Going to be giving me my little touch-ups. Make sure you follow Convo with Cream. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and all of the socials. You know the vibes already. Just make sure you follow me. Right. Let me get my glasses on for this one because this was actually a special one. Look, I'm even filling my cards, right? Let me get my glasses ready. Today's guest is definitely one of the forefathers of the funky house. He raps, he sings, MCs, and has one of the most recognizable voices in the UK. He is a household name in the UK. And just the mention of his name in an intro will literally shut down any rave. You lot make some noise for Donae'o. Lord of mercy. You know I love the Lord of mercy. You know that, innit? You have literally got one of the coldest intros. Like literally, don't you lot think so? Big up everybody in the audience as well. Big up Mark, security. Big up my girl, Layla, Mina. Big up One Math.
Zoop.
Yeah, everybody was gassed for Donae'o because we have literally all raved to Donae'o. Do you understand? Like literally every single one of us in here. And he's from North West London. In the building. 2 down, 3 up. Donae'o, thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for blessing us.
Before we go though, I'm very happy for this. And this is season 2, right?
Yes, this is season 2, guys, episode 1.
I thought I wanted to celebrate you.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give you some presents.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know what I mean? Like, thank you for being you. It's pink as well.
I know,
so
look, it goes to my glass.
Yeah, so
thank you.
I just wanted to you get me, bring some gifts and stuff like that.
Big you up.
You get me?
So much, yeah. It's been a journey, but we're going to get into that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, thanks. I just feel blessed. 2025, season 2, guys. Do you know what I mean? Lots coming. I've been doing a lot behind the scenes.
Good.
Do you get me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're going to get into it though anyway. Right. So, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, you know. I had a really good January.
Yeah?
Yeah, God's been like throwing a lot of stuff my way. Like good stuff, but a lot of challenging stuff. But I've never had such a jam-packed January.
Really?
So I know the rest of the year is going to be
busy.
Yeah, I think the next 3 months is about preparing.
Yeah, come
on.
Come on. And I see you in it all white, like you're feeling godly.
Well, you know, this is Northwest outfit,
come on.
You know?
Yeah, big up
this
the drip,
traditional,
come
you know?
on, you already know.
You get me?
Yeah, set
It's like you on the farm, you know?
Had to step out. Yeah, man. Big you up, man. So Donae'o, who gave you the name Donae'o? Why do they call you Donae'o?
God gave me that name.
Really?
Yeah. So my ego will tell you.
Right.
I thought to myself, I wanted a name like De Niro.
Oh,
because De Niro's masculine, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
Then my brethren, they started a band called Donae'o. I was like, oh, that's the name. And me, I'm not a thief. So I just went and joined the band. When they broke up, I asked everyone if I can have the name. And then my brethren was like, you know that name means gift from God, right?
Really?
Yeah. So I've prayed to God for the name and he's given it to me. That's what my ego told me. Then once I read the Bible and I understood how God speaks to people, what really happened is once I was at an age, I think I was 14, where me and his relationship was good, he said, your name sounds like Donae'o. All I need you to do is be open to the journey. So when my friends, I remember how I felt. When my friends started the group, part of me was like, that sounds like my name.
Yeah.
But I humbled myself and I was like, do you know what? Maybe God wants me to be
Imagine
part of the
that.
group. Then I joined the group, go through the journey, the group disband. I asked all 4 of them, I asked them. I needed a yes from everyone. And then the name's there. And then I find out the name means gift from God. So I prayed for a name. So I always say like, I've got my mum's name, but God always changes your name when you move on to. So God is my God-given name. That's why I think everyone thinks it's my actual name.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's only because of Reds, because I know he knows you.
Yeah.
And he knows your name, innit? So I was like, because I actually thought, big up. But I thought like your name was, I thought that was your real name.
No, Ian is my mother's given name.
Yeah.
And Donae'o is my God-given name. So like Abraham was Abram, and then when God moved him out, called him Abraham. So now I'm reading the Bible, I'm understanding, okay, that was my
name.
I think that's why everyone thinks. Some people are like, that suits you more than Ian kind of thing. So.
Yeah, it really does. It does. Gift from God. That's what I called my first son. Nathan, it means a gift from God.
A gift from God, man.
Yeah, come on. I love that.
Yeah.
There you go, people. Have you ever explained that before?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't think people don't, because like God is a big thing in my life, I think people might overstep it kind of thing.
I love that.
I have explained it, but again, I don't really do
because it plays a big part, in your life. What you call yourself. Do you understand? It can change a lot of things just by you changing your name. Because some people are walking around with names that don't fit them.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I had a lot of those.
Yeah. Trust me. But as you get older and you acquire wisdom, you start to know, don't you? So,
I was named like 14 when I was about 14. I was named Donae'o,
So like you were saying, January's been jam-packed.
Yeah.
So far, you've just been busy.
Yeah, man.
Did you have any like New Year's resolutions from last year that you was going to cut out or anything like that?
I don't really do that. I'm always trying to better myself. So January is not like, January is more about, in December you chill, you might have a couple of weeks off. I've been struggling to get back into my routine. So that's the only thing that I would do is January is like, I have to focus to build the routine for the rest of the year.
Okay. Yeah. I like to always, before I'm going to start the year, like some people start what they're going to do in January.
Yeah.
I like to start mines from December, like from the year before.
Yeah,
so I'm actually entering the year.
I think that's the best way to do it.
As opposed to starting in the year. Do you know what I mean? I notice when you enter in the year in what you want to do, well, for me, it works a bit more.
You've already created momentum. So January is not as hard. Yeah,
exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I had a little break, but everything was like pre-planned. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because, sometimes a lot of the times elevation requires isolation.
Ha!
Do you understand what I mean?
Preparation is key for everything.
Prep. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been doing a lot in front of everybody in like real time. So sometimes you need to step back and just do a little bit. Then one's there and come out fresh, So, because I know you from a long time.
Yeah.
You get me? And listen, do you know what used to gas me? My name's Farmer Yardy.
Allow it! R! And I like to party. Yeah.
Rolling with my...
Won't you? Yeah.
Let me take a whiff. No, literally. Shut that down.
Yeah.
Where did you get that from? I loved it.
So a lot of things come from even a vision from God or pain. Because I love 3 things in my life, right? Laughter is the first thing.
Yeah.
Like all of my relationships, friendships, relationships with my sister's kids, personal relationships like friendships and all that. If we can't laugh, we're probably not going to be friends.
Exactly.
We'll be good, but
you need the banter in that. I like to laugh as well.
Yeah. Everyone needs their own things, but I noticed from young, I needed laughter. So I need to set that up to say what happened. To cut a long story short, my friend was killed, right? And like I had to tell the mum,
Really?
Yeah, I remember we was driving around trying to find everything, and then me and my brethren got to the mum's house and we were waiting. Then I got the call, and I told the mum, yeah, my man's dead. And me and my friend's girl, we was always close, kind of thing. And we kind of like, we always hanged out like all the time. And she was funny and I was funny in one time. And then one time we was just on the bus and she started this, like, the female Farmiardi, and I started the male one, and we would laugh. And I thought, okay, cool. Let me just write a lyric out of this. You get me? Just so you know, yeah, no funny business with my friends, missus. We are.
Yeah.
It's just when someone dies, you get people you're close with, you get closer, innit? So then one day I'm on radio now, pirate radio, and all the mandems in the room kind of thing. But we haven't laughed since the situation, since after the funeral. So one day now, I'm just like, you know, I'm just going to bust this lyric. So I'm in the thing, Steady, shouts out to Steady. Steady plays the rhythm. And I'm like, my name's Farmiardi.
Yeah.
Listen,
the whole place.
Steady ruined one of his records. He was laughing so hard. That was the first time we all laughed as a group after what had happened. And that was the birth of that. It was kind of like a healing. Like this is like, we're walking towards healing. You
Imagine that.
So yeah, so that's how Farmiardi.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, because that used to shut down, you know. I thought it was cold. Do you get me? What happened to your friend? How did he pass?
He was on road, the usual. There was issues.
Okay.
A couple of man them. You get me? And it's funny as well because it's not funny, but that night, they all asked me to come out with them. And for some reason, I was just like, I want to stay home.
You got a feeling not to go.
Yeah. But it wasn't even like a big feeling. I just didn't want to go out. I would have been there with him while it was happening because the group of friends, because I had a large group of friends, the group of friends that was in the car with him, I would have been in that car. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Do you feel like you have discernment?
What does that mean?
When you feel like you can feel where you're supposed to be or when something's not right. If you're supposed to go somewhere, if you're not meant to go somewhere, you feel discernment from people, certain energies. You're very receptive to the signs from God.
I'm very receptive to the signs from God, but that one there, maybe it was discernment, but it was just like I had a strong feeling to just stay in. I didn't have any bad vibes because I would have gone. We were raving every week. Something just said, I don't want to go out today. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but when it comes to like energy and stuff like that, I can sense a lot of energy. But then growing up in Northwest, you grow up around the energy and you know how to face that. Yeah. Because sometimes running away isn't the best thing. No. Like most of the time, dealing with it head on is the best thing. And me as well, I always want the best for everyone. So a lot of the time I can deal with aggression. Yeah. And both of us come out cool kind of thing.
Yeah, well, they say that though, innit? The best way to get over your fears is to face them. Yeah. Do you get me? Yeah. And it's true though, you know, because growing up in Northwest,
it's long.
You couldn't really be fearful because they'd eat you alive. Do you get what I'm saying? Like literally, you know. He's laughing because you know already. Yeah. You couldn't be no Egypt, I'm telling you. So, what you working on at the moment, work-wise? Because I've been seeing you out here. Like literally, I saw you been killing, or you've been pulling up. You pulled up on DJ Mac 10. Yeah. You pulled up on HE. Yeah. Mac 10 one, cold.
On a big man thing, if I win, you win.
Yeah. So fire, innit? Me and Matt, I think we posted that one. Yeah, literally. Yeah, that gassed me. What inspired that? Because it sounds a bit Percy. You know, like the stuff what you're saying. If you're a person that's industry and stuff like that, you've been about and whatever, you can definitely tell what he's like, relate to what you're saying.
I think, well, first of all, let's big up Mac 10 because me and Mac 10 came up. Like, there's a lot of...
Big him up.
Yeah, like if it wasn't for Mac 10, you wouldn't have a D-double, you wouldn't have a Kano. He's an original. He's like me, Wiley, Marcus, Kano, D-double, Dizzy Rascal. He's that kind of thing, and he's getting his flowers now. But you see, back I've always kind of been different to the man's them kind of thing. So back then, I was doing grime, but I wasn't seen as part of the grime lot. So Mac 10 hollered me and was like, "I want you on my thing." Originally, I said no.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, I didn't think his audience would want to see me rap. It's not like I've always been good at rapping.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy my rap.
Yeah.
But everyone prefers the melodic stuff. You get me? So I thought to myself, and I'm in service. It's like, if you guys don't want me to rap, fine, I'll just keep rapping for myself, but I'll do the party hards and I'll do the African Warrior. It's not like those things don't have meaning, and they have meaning within it.
Yeah.
And something told me, like, no, sometimes, it's the reason why I did our thing as well. I'm learning that sometimes other people see a greater version of you that you may not see.
Yes. I get that. I can relate to that.
You get it?
Yeah.
And the fact that Mac called me, something said to me, do you know what? Just explore it. You don't have to do it. Just explore it. So then obviously I'm seeing a lot going on. I feel like last year was very like back and forth with everyone, and I see everything, right? And I really want the best for everyone. I've always had that. Unless you cross me, naturally, I'm always gonna want you to win before me. And I'm very comfortable within that now. Like, very comfortable. I'll fight for that. And I just thought to myself, do you know what? Just say who you are and say it how you want to say it.
Exactly.
And I don't want to say, on a big man thing.
Yeah.
I want to say, yo, if you lot want to do that, you can do that.
Straight.
I do this, and anyone who wants to come over here, just know that if you're coming over here, this is how we're gonna work.
Exactly.
And if you're just coming in to take, I don't mind if you take, but you take once and go away. Do you get it? That's why I'm saying, on a big man thing, if I win, you win. Furthermore, you can have my wins. Because see me, I got enough wins for everyone. Do you understand?
This one.
Like, God didn't make me to be a one thing. I'm overflowing. If you take my win and never want to give me a win, say, take the one win. It's fine, go away. Because I've got wins for other people. Furthermore, you can have my wins. Why can't man be happy for next man's wins?
That's the one.
Allow the hate on a blessed man thing. I'm great. You're great on a blessed man thing. No, I'm not on no yes man thing. Hang with bear. Yes, that's a. You get me? Come again, that's a. Like, yes, sir. No, sir.
Right.
So
to understand.
So it's like, what I'm trying to say is, you can be kind. I could
relate so much to it.
So I'm saying you can be kind without treating yourself as an idiot, is what I'm trying to say.
Basically, come on.
Because people will take advantage and and I was seeing everything last year. Like, some people are winning, some people are hating for it, and I was just like, at the beginning of the year, everyone was complaining that the scene was dead. Right? And the scene's not dead. That's another conversation altogether. I've been here a million times. All that was happening is, we had our run, the run had to dead to create a new run. It happens every time.
Right.
That's all that was happening. Everyone everyone was finishing their season, shall we say. That's what last year, at the beginning of last year, was.
Reset.
I didn't expect the reset to reset so quickly, though. So at the beginning of the year, the first 4 or 5 months, everyone's complaining, this is dead, that's dead. Soon as July hits, AEG come, but Mac didn't come, but this man, but you do your thing, but. And I was like, okay, but then there's resistance. And I'm thinking, listen, I was here when all we had was pirate radio.
Exactly.
We didn't have this and a team, like, I've come here. It's Convos with Cream is a teamwork thing.
Yes.
The amount of people that are in the studio that come for this, the fact that you can build a platform and people are eating. It's like, in my head, I'm just like, are we in a space where we need to complain? Or are we in a space where all of us who are doing our bit for the greater good, should we just put our heads down and you don't like what you're seeing, just don't get involved. Like, no one has to watch it. No one has to listen to my tunes.
Talk the truth where God loves. They are. Talk the truth where God loves. Yes. Yeah.
Because my thing is as well, it's like, there's things I don't like. And there's things I love. Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that thing's talented or that person's not talented. Like, some people don't want to be blessed and they want conflict all the time. And that's good for them. But I just think at this moment, that was my expression of, hey guys, just so you know, I get everyone wants to be in Passa. I'm not in it. I've never been in it. And I know that I can say that because I've lived that life. You've never seen me clash no one. Any arguments you've seen me have, you've never seen me argue with no one.
I haven't.
I've had arguments. But you'll never see me, yo, this man might have come to me. I'll call them behind the scenes. Walk on. If you've got a problem with me, call me. Like, let's just argue it out. We don't need to do this public thing.
Straight.
So I know, and especially at this age, where I'm at with God, like there's certain things I've done, like behind the scenes. I've learned business. I've benefited other people's lives. I'm like, I need to just be myself. And that was what that was. I was just like, let me just do this thing. I made the rhythm. I enjoyed the rhythm. I said to Matt, I was like, what do you think of this?
That must have been gas.
He was like, rah.
You understood the assignment. You get what I'm saying? Straight.
And I feel like as well, like, I don't think he expected me to put so much effort in because I curated that for him. That was written and made for his
I love that
platform. Do you understand? Because that's music is my thing. That's what I do. I'm not just going to run up and... My thing is, if I take myself out of this, how can I be of service to Mac 10? How can I add? And that's another reason why I said no, because I was like, I don't see where I add value to what you do. And then when I done it, I was like, okay, cool.
Definitely.
I believe this is of value.
Definitely.
But it's not for me to say that.
No,
Once
definitely.
I said it to Mac, he was like, yes.
Yeah.
And that was cool.
Yeah. From you dropped it, from I heard it, I was like, yeah. Donae'o said he ain't playing no games with these lot out here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Be happy for next man's wins. We go and see, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, fully. I fully relate, and you literally killed it. And big up Mac 10. Do you know what I mean? 100% Dirty just dropped one as well.
Yeah.
Cold. Big up yourself, Dirty. Big up
Dirty.
yourself. You was killing it. So listen, how do you feel like to be in the legend category in the UK? Because you're definitely in that space now. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can say that. Because some people say, no, it's too soon or whatever. But I feel like if you're going to talk about who's in this thing, who's been doing it for, like you said, from pirate radio and whatever.
This year's 25 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so you're definitely,
years.
For us, you're in the archives. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Awa. And
when what you do as well, your tunes, you're very into energy and vibe and gas.
Yeah.
Like I can put you on your tunes and I'm gassed.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You will clean up the whole house. Do you understand what I'm saying? You'll want to go out there and do what you're doing. Do you understand what I mean? You want to bubble, but it is because it sends like an energy. Like when you go in, I notice that you're
that's intentional. Like I learned from very young how to transfer how I'm feeling into music. And then from very young, I saw people react to it. And I just try my best to just do it in that way. In that way,
Yeah.
So how do I feel about being a legend? I think in the Bible it says if 3 or more witnesses witness it, then God's telling you
that. That
was one of the things that people were liking from what I was saying. It's like when people compliment you, they say it a few times. After a while, if you're being imagine you're being humble, like, no. And God's sitting right there. He's jumped in cream and he's like, right, I'm sitting here. And you're going to go, no. God's going to take the compliment. Are you mocking?
Yeah.
Like, so how I feel about it now is I'm supposed to be a legend. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Because I've worked very hard to do that. And I know that my music brings value to a certain group of people. And I need to be the best version of myself for that. So now that's how I feel about it. Before, after Grime, things went low. Then Baseline came. I had a moment in Baseline. Then Baseline went back into its reset. Then Funky came. You see, Funky was when I was when I created this journey.
Right.
So this journey was in Grime and in Baseline, I was living this artist lifestyle. Yeah. Remember, I started in Grime when I was like 16, 17. Funky was when I was 24.
Right.
Now imagine I'm 24,
yeah.
no money, can't take gal on date. But my brethren, they've been going on holiday since 17.
Yeah.
And I looked around you and I said, I'm living this. For me, that lifestyle's an idiot thing. If I'm honest, as a man, I naturally was like, I can't even look after myself. I have no money. Do you understand? My brethren taught me how to save, to come Malia with them. He said, look, we're like a teacher, boom, boom. I go Malia, I'm sitting down with my brethren. I'm seeing them talking to gal, having fun, laughing. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 7 years I missed. And I just said, nah. So I gave up music for 6 months, 8 months. My brethren helped me get a job. I took that job serious. I didn't make no friends for 3 months when I was working at Carphone Warehouse. Because I wanted to be good at the job.
Yeah, straight.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because remember, I hadn't learned the tolerance of working. I was lucky enough to have a good manager. You get me? Like, and I stopped making music altogether because I was just like, I'm not doing this lifestyle thing. I'm not going to be 30 and I ain't got money in my pocket. I'm probably going to get married at some point and have kids. I need to, you get me? So that was my journey to growing into who I am now.
Yeah.
So I said it to say this. I stopped making music and then I realized I'm speaking to my brethren and my brethren is a normal bod. He's not a road man that I'm used to being around. Not aggressive at all. As I'm getting to talking now. Remember, I've stopped making music altogether.
Yeah.
He's selling things, A-class things, not normal stuff. And I'm sitting with him. I've been to your yard. I've seen your wife, I've seen your kids. You're not. My man's telling me, D, I didn't pass uni and the money I'm making here ain't enough to pay for my mortgage or my
his outgoings
rent.
Cover everything.
I've got 3 kids. And I was like, rah. And then for some reason, because I was like humble, because people would come up to me, oh, you're Donae'o, why are you working there? I was like, I need to make money too, you know?
Yeah.
What?
Because they don't understand that when you're a creative. And you know, like when you're in front of the camera and they see you, it's like they feel like you're getting paid, but they don't understand that you're the last one to be paid.
Yeah.
If we go to the studio, we have to pay the engineer. If we're filming, you have to pay.
Yeah.
You have to pay for your video, pay for everything. You get paid the last because you're waiting to make something out of what you've created. But everybody that provides a service for you, you have to pay them for it. And then they look at you funny if they see you with a job like, so-and-so's got how do you expect me to fund what I'm doing? Do you understand? You have to work. You have to. And I think it's easier now though to see people working because they understand it a bit more. But back in the day, it was like if you're a kind of like a celebrity or something, like they'll look funny at you.
But
do you get me?
Back then, on a big man thing, I would just be like, oh, I'd be like, what? Like, why are you asking? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I'll answer it, but I'm only answering this once. Like, I need money too.
It's straight.
Do you think I don't need money?
Money.
You get me though?
You're right, that's a thing.
You know, sometimes you have to answer like, don't ask me again. I don't mind giving you my time.
Yeah.
But I need money good. You know what I mean? I'm a grown-ass man, you know?
Exactly.
So then after a while, because I'm focusing on doing a job and I'm not doing a lot, people are coming to talk to me. They're telling me their life. And I realize across the board, life is hard work.
Life are life.
Life are life. It's not just men that want to go on road and they want to do that thing. There's very good people that you would look at them and go, listen. And it made me realize I've got a talent that I can make money off of. And I said to myself, if I can make £150 extra a month, who the hell am I not to? Because for years, I grew up in the hood. I grew up around the man them and they've got hundreds of grand in their.
Of course.
Yeah? Yeah. And I'm looking at that and the man, why don't you just come on road with us, B? Like, you got the gang, and I'm just like, I've never wanted to do it. Like, I've been inside it.
Yeah.
So to see that
fully,
it's a next thing. I thought to myself, because when you're inside it, I think I was naive to think, yeah, well, I've said no. So no, when you grow up and life lick you down, when there's options, you might take the options. Like some of my friends have, and I thought, you know what? If I can make an extra 150, I don't have to take that option. So that's when I made then I made Devil in a Blue Dress. But again, now my perception of music is I'm not trying to be the star. I'm not trying to be the next big thing. I'm just trying to do God's work, and I know that nobody is too good to get into badness.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like nobody, like when life licks you down and you have to pay bills, you have to pay bills. You
Yeah,
think,
of course. It depends on, because they say like everyone says what they'll do until you put them in a position where it's just them and they have to eat. You'll be surprised what they will do. If your kid is there starving, you say, I won't steal. But if your kid had to eat that day or else they're gone, you are brocking at the shop for got teeth out the bread. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to watch my youth wither away. And I'm not telling people to do that, but I'm saying you'll be surprised. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And where we come from, like you said, we grew up in the Out West and we're not people that speak what we see on camera a lot.
We speak what we've lived.
Do you understand what I'm saying? But yeah. Do you understand what I mean?
Who are we?
Yeah, and what we see. We come from hustlers where they had to, do you understand what I'm saying? Where certain opportunities wasn't really there, so people got it how they got it.
And can I say something as well, yeah? The story scared the hell out of me because you got to remember, I was in it. I was around it. I saw man cooking. I saw man making the money. I could have done it, but something in me was always like, that's not really you. Don't need to do it. I never wanted for anything. When I saw that and I was like, oh, you think because you was strong enough to say no to that, you think you're strong enough to say no to this? Like, nah. So it actually scared me. I was just like, that was a reality check. Like, don't think you're too big or too good for bad. None of your goodness is good enough to not survive, innit? So then I started the music thing, but then my perception of music changed, like I said. And then it became a thing of like, I did say this to myself. I thought, you know what, you are going down this journey. You're going to get a job. You're going to grow within that job. You're going to find a company you like. You're going to, work your way up within that company. And music, it's not that it's a side hustle. It's a way of you making extra money. Yeah. So I said, I'm an underground artist. Yeah. I know how to do the underground thing well. I'm never going to win a Mobo. I'm never going to win a Brit. And I was comfortable with that. I was just like, do you know what? I'm cool with that. So now that's out the way. I'm not in competition with anyone. Then it's like, I already raved to funky kind of thing. I was raving to it before I started making it. I might as well make it. It's fun. It's a way for me and my friends to get in. Then after a while, the tunes are doing well. I'll rave with the public. Yeah. Everyone see me. I'm always outside. Yeah. I'm outside. Yeah. Like, I'll go anywhere. I know how to handle myself. Do you know what I mean? So I'm comfortable going anywhere. Devil in Blue Dress is blowing up. Devil in a blue dress. It went from
every girl wearing a blue dress, every girl stepping out in their blue dress. Let me put on my blue dress. Do you understand what I say? Wait for the tune to drop. Do you know what I mean?
It went from standing outside in the line of the hill to just walking straight past. I remember the first time they made us walk straight past. So Devil in the Blue Dress is blowing up. But by this point, I'm not Donae'o, the artist. So we're just standing in the line, me and my brethren, cracking jokes, talking to girls. Yeah. A bouncer come, yo, you man, come. I'm like, what? Even if they were playing my songs weeks in, I still didn't think I'm entitled to walk past. Yeah. Because I'm having fun with drinking. That's what Party Hard is about. It's about that moment. And it's like, it's kind of boring to walk past. Like when you're in the line at the hill and it's cold and you talk to girls and you want to talk to girls, isn't it? Really? So like, I remember they was like, oh, D, come. And I was like, huh? And my brethren was like, huh? And they just walked us in, walked past everyone. It was a bit embarrassing at first. And when you start realizing like, oh, and then me as well, I think because they saw me a couple of weeks and they're like, why is this guy not? Because most people I know would big up their chest and say, like, let me in it. Like I'm who, do you know what I mean? I think they saw like, oh, he doesn't understand. So, and then I realized as well, just like, if you're just humble, people just treat you really well. Like most of the bouncers in London, they deal with me differently because I don't, you get me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So then like, I kind of just used the advantages of that and it was fun. But the whole legend thing was out of my head. I was in this as when you're young, you're told if you're going to be an artist, you need to do it for the money and the gal and to be a legend and And I did want that. And then life beat you down. And then as I was building myself up, I was like, actually, that's not the fun bits. The fun bits is hanging out with your friends. Yeah. I enjoyed going to Carpenter. I loved it. Like when I stopped working there, I was really sad Because it was like, when you're an artist, you're kind of isolated.
Yeah.
Man. Every day I'm with people and, you know, your people are laughing and
people
like,
always say that as well. You know, it's like, you like when you watch, I always say this as well. I know they've heard me say it before, but it's like when you're watching a movie about someone's life and like when they make it big, and the most interesting part of the movie is always the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they was grafting, when they was grinding, when they was in the studio trying to, and when you're in it, you know, because you're in the bubble of the grind, sometimes you can't feel it. But when you look at it from the outside in, those bits are the best time. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why sometimes even in the struggle and that, you have to learn how to enjoy what you're going through and the process. Because when it's gone, you'll be surprised. It's like you're looking at yourself from like it wasn't even you there.
Yeah, man.
Because you've missed it because you didn't live in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I get it, man.
So that's how I feel about the whole legend thing.
Yeah.
It is important, and it's not okay for me to just dismiss it.
No, you shouldn't.
That's not right.
Receive it, claim it. You receive it and you claim it and you walk in it.
And you walk in it.
Yeah, straight.
So I do walk in that because this was my story.
Yeah.
This is who God wanted me to be. And I accept it and I do the best and I know it benefits others. So yeah, I accept it. Yeah.
I love that. Pick up yourself, man, today. We have to clap you up to that one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Pick up yourself. And you did mention, but I don't want to just skirt over it. You know that Donae'o has always been independent. Do you know that? Independently. Yeah. Because if somebody like would have told me, you know, like when I hear all of your tunes and everything and what you've managed to do in the industry, how you've even carried yourself and stuff, you seem like somebody that would have like, you know what I mean? Like team, machine, you know what I'm saying? And all of these things around you. Like you've actually managed to, you know, like do it really well. You understand what I'm saying? Because I did dig, you know. Me dig up, pan it down there like this, me looking into Donae'o and stuff, because I know and stuff as well. But I'm trying to, and I just like your path as well, how like you said, I haven't been on the net really getting involved in too much. You understand what I mean? You've been about your craft, you've been about your grind. So somebody that would be inspired and look into what you're doing, they actually got a good journey to look into.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Sick,
I love
thanks.
that. I love that.
Thank you.
But but tell the people them though why you chose to stay independent.
Again, this is not like I try independent better than major.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 41.
But do you feel like a little bit like I'm still in this place and I done it independently? Do you not feel a little? I do. I feel like I'm not, you know what I mean? Because obviously you know that there's strength in numbers, isn't it? If you have a machine behind you and stuff, it's easier. But to do it independently, to still like have your creative freedom. Do you understand what I mean?
That there is the real
reason. Ooh. Yeah, the creative.
Not even this. It's more like, oh, thank God I still got that.
You can still be you.
People didn't want me to release African Warrior now. An African told me, you're going to alienate everyone else.
Really?
Yes, sir. My brethrens hated Party Hard. I had 4 brethrens, that I would play songs to. And if 3 of them said yes out of 4, I'd release it. 3 of them said yes for Devil in the Blue Dress. 4 of them said yes for African Warrior.
Yeah.
1 of them said, this is not really a song I'm rating. Number 2 said, this is the worst song you've ever made in your life. Number 3 said, I don't get this. You see number 4? Number 4 was shouting at me, why are you ruining my favorite song? This instrumental, you're rapping on everything, slapping the wheel of the car.
You're
just
lying.
leave it alone.
And look there.
But because I'm independent,
You can do what you want.
I like this song.
Yeah.
Let me just fling it out and see what happens, innit? Just
Imagine that. See there? See? See there? Mark says on his training playlist.
Yeah.
Come on. Big up Georgina, my friend Georgina. She's not here today, but that was what she was talking about that as well.
So in regards to the independent thing, I didn't set out to be independent. I set out to be Biggie Smalls. Like you always do. Then Jungle comes, and it's one thing to see Biggie Smalls on TV. It's another thing to see Skibbity there. Like see where this panel is. As a youth man at 13, I've been listening to the radio. Enter with a Street Fighter. Are you getting inside arena? Hurricane DQ require. Listen, yeah.
Come on.
Bison, under blacker. You know what I'm saying? it's another thing to go and you're at the front and Skibbity's there.
Come on.
And I'm like, and then your brothers are and you're going and you're like, I can do that. Like, you think you can do the Biggie thing, but I'm not in America. I don't have the tools America has. I've got the tools that London has.
Yeah.
So when I see Skibber now, I'm like, okay, then now's the journey. What's Skibber do? Oh, he's on pirate radio. Oh, okay. So then you're thinking, right, if I'm going to get big, I need to go on pirate because those are the tools to me. Then you go on your journey to get on pirate radio and then you're on pirate radio doing your thing while I'm learning to make tunes, and then Sticky's on pirate. I tell my brethren, we go speed to Freak FM. We do the conversation with Sticky. Sticky's like, yo, come through here. Then, you know, Sticky's got the biggest tune on road with Dynamite Boom.
Come on.
I make bounce.
Listen, that tune there. Love.
I remember when I first heard it.
Listen, I remember when I first heard that,
So then I make bounce. Me and Sticky spend 12 months to promote bounce. Yeah, it was like 12 months of
big up, Sticky.
Going up and down the country from the song.
Yeah.
The song becomes big. Social Circles then is an independent company. They sign me. Right. And then they disband. And then I go on my journey where I'm doing my own thing. And it's like, I make really underground music, and I'm very much Black British music kind of thing, even in the way I am. And because of like my neurodivergence as well, it's hard for me to fake it. I don't mind doing pop songs, I'll do them, but I can't do a song I don't like doing, if that makes sense. Yeah. And it's like, I'd rather just not do it, or people would be like, we don't want to. So it's not like I set out to be independent. It was more like, there was no other way of doing it. And then by the time Party Hard came, remember all of that experience with grime and bassline allowed me to be consistent and successful within funky. Yeah. By the time Party Hard came, now I've had, I'm 24, I've had like just under 10 years of experience. I'm like, I might as well just carry on doing this. Yeah. It makes me happy. Even when I signed to Island in 2017, it's because the business was way too much for me to handle. Okay. And I had this thing called Soul Traders disease. I made it up. So Soul Traders disease, is when you start a business, you're really successcbecause when you start a business, you do everything. You do the account, marketing, you manage yourself, you're blah, blah, blim, blim. Because you don't know anyone else to do it. If you're like me and you end up becoming good at it, now you've got an attachment to it. Now your ego's scared because, no one's going to do it as good as me. You're like the overseer, and then you want to oversee everything. Everything. Look at Matthew looking at me because I'm like that. You know, because when you feel like you're a one woman army, or you know what I'm saying, when you're doing your thing, soul straight, you want to see over everything. Do you understand? And then even if someone says, I'm going to sort out this side, see you, yeah? I'm still no, you gotta allow it. Like, you have to let go and let God, they say, innit? Yeah. Do you get me? So I thought if I signed to Island, they're going to handle some of the business that I was going to like handle. And it wasn't that at all. But I had a great experience with Island. But Did you learn a lot from there? I learned a lot because I was able to go into this. I went to the record label every day. Did you? Yeah, they hated me. No, actually, no, I'm not being honest. Half of the people loved it because they were just like, oh, an artist is coming, it's Donae'o. Yeah. But other people were like, oh man, he's going to see how we really work. And like, he's going to hold us accountable. And because I'm a businessman. I'm like, you're going to give me an opportunity to see inside the machine. Do you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, I didn't let me do that. Even people that didn't want me there, they were just like, he's coming anyway. But what signing taught me is, especially for the last 4 years, is I've been looking at my talent of music way more than my talent of business. And God was like, I gave you 2, right? And they were supposed to work together. And the music thing, I can do by myself. I produce the rhythms, I write the songs, I vocal them, I mix them, I engineer them. But the business side is the side that really benefits everyone. I have skills to build businesses. I can create jobs for people. I can do all of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think God was like, I'm going to let you ride out this thing, but at some point, I'm going to need you to fix up again. We're going to have another moment where, you get what I'm saying? In the last 5 years, that's been me getting business mentors and doing certain things and whatnot. And that's lit. Imagine that. And look at them. How many claps
She's gonna give every minute.
But yeah, like I said, the independent thing was more. I think the independent thing for me, again, it's another testament to God, because it's like I'm very good at just following the journey and doing it my best way.
Yeah.
And I think signing to a major is good for some people.
Yes,
and I
definitely.
think being independent is good for some people.
Yeah.
And you have to be really open with yourself. And being signed to a major isn't good for me. And now I'm more into the business side of it. It's not good for the people I work for, or work. When I say work for, it's service to, like the people that work for me, the artists I develop, young people I develop. Like, I'm supposed to be neutral so they can work for X or Y. If I'm signed to Y is going to expect me to sign everyone I sign to Y.
I get you.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to see like, there's a reason you've been isolated. Because at first I used to be confused. I was like, why? I used to say to God, like, why? And that's another thing. You know, you can complain to God, right? Like in the Bible, guys that pray, they complain.
I talk to God all the time.
I complain. I used to be like, why, bro?
Him.
Like, how come all my peers, they're getting signed, and why am I? Like, I'm not angry at God, but I'm just like, this is quite painful as well. Kind of
You're
like,
venting to him.
a little bit. Like, I'm just like, why? And then as I've gotten older, I'm like, oh, sorry.
Exactly.
I get it. There's another, you're too busy looking. I've got a job for you. Can you take that serious? And I realize I'm not supposed to be. If I stay in my lane and do it properly, I'll have everything everyone else has. But I'm also supposed to benefit others first, kind of thing. So I do think, the journey and the independent thing was supposed to happen so I can become who I am today.
Amen.
Yeah.
I love that. I love how you broke that down as well. Yeah. It's true, you know, but it's like, you see, because God knows the end from the beginning.
Yes.
That's what it is, you know. You get what I'm saying? And then obviously, as a creative, when you're being given certain gifts and stuff and you want to do it in your way, you expect it to be done on your timing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you don't even understand sometimes it's not at your timing. Do you get me? Because it will be, you understand what people, like you just said, with the songs that you love, what other people love. And different parts of you, other people will receive differently.
Yes.
Do you get me? Because it's like with the music and me doing this podcasting. And I love going in the booth and rapping do you understand what I'm saying? I just love doing that. Do you get me? But people...
We love you doing it too.
Yeah,
just
come
saying.
on, listen. Me not stopping now. I'm not stopping. And so I got to... Listen, anyway, we'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk. But like, when people got to hear me speak, it tapped into a different side.
Yeah, of course.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I was able to connect with people on a different level by them hearing me speak. Do you understand? So that like a lot of perception kind of got, what's it called? And even like with me doing beauty, opened me up to another type of people when I used to do beauty with them. So then they'll be having one-on-one with me and tap into me differently in that way. So you got to understand that there's different facets to you.
Yes.
Do you understand?
You're not just one thing.
You're not just one thing.
Yeah, you're not just one thing. Because they're all things that are supposed to work together. And then that thing, it's like someone said, I saw a preacher say, an apple tree, the apples are not for the tree. The water and the soil's for the tree. The apples are for everyone else.
Everyone else, yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So your talents are meant for others.
Yeah. But I understand that. That's why I'm not mad at certain things. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like when I'm out here and I'm being a blessing to others. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you have now something after being around me or I've created stuff, do you understand what I'm saying? Like basically creating job opportunities. Do you get what I'm saying? That's being a blessing to others.
Because we've been laughing.
Inspiring people to do things. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's being a blessing. Because if I'm sending you to the drawing board to fix up what you're doing, do you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And inspiring you. Do you get me? It works that way as well. But no one don't want to speak about those things. Sometimes people are angry at you, even though you've been a blessing to them. Do you understand? Because I wanted to ask you, like, I know you've been out here and I noticed that you don't really get involved in certain things and stuff like that. Like, how do you deal with like negativity and stuff like that? Have you ever dealt with it?
Oh, listen, like...
Because literally I have been on my thing and I've been so focused and I've had my days where I literally want to tell people where they go. You know, them ones there. It's not like I cannot.
Yeah.
I always can. Let's not get it twisted. But do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get me? Like, I'm just being real, Donae'o. Like, do you get me?
I've got a very high tolerance for pain and sadness.
Yeah.
Like, I never had friends from nursery to the end of secondary school. Like, primary school, I'd walk around by myself.
Really?
Secondary, I'd walk around by myself. Like, I call my neurodivergent, I call it Sheldon Cooper. Like,
I was gonna talk about that as well.
Yeah.
You can go into it now, actually.
Yeah, like, I call it my Sheldon Cooper.
Say it again, though. How do you say it?
Neurodivergent.
Because
I've got two things. I've got an antisocial disorder.
Yeah.
That's more nurture.
Yeah.
That's not natural. That came from me being isolated from other people.
Right.
I had to read a book called How to Make Friends and Influence People. Little social things like interrupting people when they talk and stuff like that. I still do it now and it annoys me because I'm aware of it. But it's
I do it.
You don't realize this is why people might not talk to you, or you don't learn how to interact. Even like little things like I remember.
You run people and you know. By the time they come off the phone with you, God, I can't get a word. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Because you overload them. Oh my God, I've got someone to talk to. Do you understand that you overload?
Yeah.
And when you're overly passionate, talented as well, and you have ideas in your head, you're literally just overdrive because it has to come out somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Or even like, say like, interacting with the opposite sex, yeah? I remember, there was one time, this girl come up to me and she said something rude. And I didn't understand banter. I just switched on. Who are you fucking talking to? Sorry, bro, swear.
No, you can talk.
Who are you talking to? Like, and then she was really upset. My brethren, he was like, you know what? When I usually see you do that, I think it's funny. But I didn't realize you don't understand what's going on. I saw that girl walk in the club, see you, talk to her brethren about you, figure out how to talk to you. She's looking at, the little things other people might see. I'm not seeing all this. So when she's come up to me, he's like, bro, how else is she supposed to talk to you? She's trying to break the ice. That's why she said something a bit cheeky.
Cheeky. That's what girls do. Yeah.
Listen.
Oh,
and
gosh.
I'm 26, 7. Do you understand what I'm saying? And he's like, bro. And then when the light bulb flashes, I'm like, how many interactions did I messed up because I didn't understand the interaction. So I'm just trying to let you understand like the social side of it. And I've got ADHD, which is natural. So together they look like and they react like autism.
Right.
Maybe I do have autism.
I was going to say, do you reckon that you might be a bit autistic?
I'm definitely on the spectrum.
Because back in the day for our age group, they would know, we didn't know anything. They didn't diagnose
no, people
you
just
that
don't like you.
there. Yeah, the only thing I used to hear about back in the day was if you was dyslexic. They used to use that word. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's dyslexic, I'm dyslexic. Do you remember? Like, that's what they used to say, but they didn't tap into it. So
what was the question again?
It was about, I want to go a little bit back. It was about, we're talking about the autism and I can't say the word. The neurodivergence. And you was talking about not having any friends.
Yeah, but there was a reason for that beforehand because I was trying to explain something. Why I explained that was for a reason, but I don't know.
About when you're doing your songs and the creative freedom and stuff like that.
No, we'll get back to it. But whatever question you want to ask.
Yeah, no, because when you were saying about you not having no friends and stuff for that long period of time, I want to get into that a little bit. Like what kind of child? Like, why do you feel like that was? What type of child was you? Did you feel like you was very introverted?
No, I'm just like, if you've got ADHD and you're different. Like Sheldon Cooper didn't have a lot of friends. And when you're young, kids don't have patience for that sort of stuff. And teachers don't either. Teachers used to always put me on the carpet and kind of thing like that. And then like they wouldn't let me interact with the kids kind of thing. My dad was an army general. So discipline was different in my household kind of thing. And then my mum, she grew up, when you see those kids on Children in Need with the flies on their eyes.
Yeah.
That's how my mum grew up.
Really?
Yes.
Where's your mum from?
Ghana.
And your dad?
Guyana.
Okay.
Yeah. So, so then, so you've got an extreme poverty and extreme
discipline.
We'll call it that. We'll call it discipline.
Yeah.
Right. And I think, I forget the question. Sorry, could you ask me again? This is where the neurodivergence comes in as well. Sorry, ask again.
Yeah. So like I was asking you about Oh my gosh, what did I just say to you?
Exactly. That is the biggest annoying thing about what I have, yeah?
No, do you know what? Because we went off somewhere. It wasn't directly about we started off first talking about how you deal with the negativity. That's how it started.
Right, can we go back to that?
Yeah, that's how it started,
I want to go back to that. No, because I want to go back to that.
That's how it started.
Okay,
and then
can we go back to that? Yeah, can we go back to that?
Yeah.
Right, so how I deal with the negativity.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah,
Please
that's what it was.
This is being neurodivergent in real time.
Because the reason why I want to talk to him about it because
do you know,
I feel like there's something I want to talk to him about it because I do that.
Yeah.
There's the certain things that I do, why I wanted to talk to you about it.
I'm glad you remember, we need to go back to the pain thing.
Yes.
So you see that level of isolation, right? Going back to the pain thing, when you're like a Sheldon Cooper or whatnot, you might say things that are wrong. You fight all the time. The amount of adults I used to fight because they're just like, why is this you man talking to me like this? But I don't understand what I'm doing. Punch in the face. Me, I'm not one to not fight back because of the way my dad has been with me. So I'm comfortable with. So the isolation, but then also as well, apart from the fighting wasn't too bad, but no one liking you and kids making up things about you and, oh, he's the weird one. I remember there was a girl that used to fancy me and these girls talked her out of it. Like, oh, you don't want to be with Ian. He's weird. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Having that from single digits, like nursery to teenage years, creates a level of sadness and autism. But then I also realized that God isolated me because the relationship I have with God, if something's going bad in my life, I wouldn't say it's God's fault. I just always knew God existed and I understand that isolation was on purpose. It hurt, but now I wouldn't have the relationship and I wouldn't be able to understand the dreams you get when God's talking to you and all that sort of stuff. Like God needed me. All I had was God and me and a few people, a few females from like Northwest that understood, oh, he don't get it. Oh, you know what, D, you know, like there would be bear girls, you know, she fancies you. Just say hello. Like, you know, them little ones there, like it wasn't for like that. That's why I say like women like you, I recognize who you are in my life. Even as I've grown older, it's always been a woman that says, do you know how great you are? And furthermore, I'm going to show you. And if you don't, you're not going to see it yourself. And boom, boom, boom. I can pinpoint a cream in my life. You're friends with one of them.
Yeah.
You know them way there.
Yeah.
So in regards to the pain, I was already kind of built for pain, but but with pain, you kind of gotta face it. Like, I didn't like going to school, but I went to school every day. I didn't like fight because I used to fight all the time when I was younger. I didn't like fighting. Now I realize I do. But back then, if someone's coming to punch you in the face, it's like, why are you punching me in the face? But you also get to learn that if you don't punch back, they're going to carry on doing it.
Exactly.
Like, the amount of fights I've had where I'm winning and the man them start rushing me because they're like, do you know what?
He's getting the better of
He's getting the better of him.
We
thought he was a... But like, do you understand what I'm saying?
To let them know what time it was.
Yeah, and then
the ugliest people give you your biggest.
Yeah, you might.
You know? Yeah, they do.
And the ugliest girl will tell you things about yourself that you don't even understand.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
You told me that about me. Most of the guys that I've spoken to, the ugliest female gave you the biggest insecurities. The ugliest male gave women the biggest insecurities. And it's just facts.
Because the hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
Because I can't not agree.
You know them ones there?
Yeah.
Because when me and my sister was growing up in primary school, I used to rock, you know.
I know.
You know that?
Yes, I know it. I can see.
You get me? But I didn't start off like that. It's because they was trying me. Because I was little and I was cute and I was... Do you understand? But when I went home, my mum told me, if you have to take off... I know, oh my gosh, they're going to relate to this one. Take off your shoes. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, but if they lick you, lick them. Because back in the day, especially when we was growing up, kids, like, they was wicked. Like, they would literally beat you up. They would rush you.
Yeah.
They would want to fight you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It wasn't about that. The internet. Remember, there wasn't no,
No, not filming.
Nah.
It was street cred.
Yeah.
Street
so
cred
if you
didn't
wasn't,
come
so
off
if
of
it didn't come off of
it was
internet,
way
how much
before
followers
that.
you had, it was, can you handle yourself?
Street cred no more with internet.
Do you know what I mean? And me and Matthew used to get it cracking.
Listen.
Then I can get it cracking. Back to back. Yeah.
No, but you know what it is? Sometimes you have to talk to people in the language that they understand.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You have to send out the memo. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't take me too lightly.
Dog, what is a chihuahua? Have big aggression problems. It's the softer dog. You're like, wow. Can you imagine shit barking? And you're like, wow. Just like a chihuahua. Yeah, small axe fall,
Big tree.
Remember that good?
Yeah. Come on. Do you get
You're
me?
just saying.
Even like
Yeah.
like
But like the pay, but it's just like, you know, like I just noticed with, sorry to cut you.
No,
but I
got
notice
you.
like so much people that I interact with and I speak to them, the gifted people. You understand what I'm saying? People that were sent here, I just believe for much more than just for them. You understand what I'm saying? But there's a I don't know what that is in the beginning of their story where there's that pain or that struggle or that something that it's like they have to go through that. Even some things what you may not tell me because there's things I haven't revealed. Like I've spoken about loads of things in my childhood that are, you know, are nice and things that have made me who me, but I come from
I know.
you understand? Do you get me?
Yeah, because you know.
You understand what I'm saying? There's loads, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We come from.
Even like with the pain, imagine going to a youth club,
Yeah.
getting robbed.
Mm.
Then you want to go back to the youth club. You're scared. You go back to the youth club. You beat up the person that robbed you just so that you can have fun at the youth club.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I've had to go through all that
Yeah.
stuff. So when it comes to facing fears,
Yeah.
and
You
and
had
again,
to.
it's a woman that will tell you if you want to, you're gonna
You have to go
punch him
there,
up.
yeah.
And imagine you're terrified and then you win a fight. But again, in me, I've won the fight. I'm not bullying you. I'm not showing off. I'm not telling everyone we've won. We've done it privately. You don't bother me again. The other person sees, okay, cool. He's not embarrassing me. I took some licks, but nobody knows. Safe. Now everyone's just like, how come he's playing before he was the soft one? Now everyone's leaving him alone because one by one,
They start to know.
they start to understand.
They start to understand.
Behind closed doors, you're, you know?
Exactly.
So, but even dealing with all of that and all the pain of that, like, why are you even attacking me? Why do I then have to play with my friends? Why do then I have to now attack you? Then other things are going on. So I've had my childhood was filled with a lot of like sadness and a lot of pain that I didn't realize was like, you're being built to have tolerance, because then you get into the music industry and then there's all of that going on, because the reality, what we don't realize in the entertainment business, going back to having a job, is you're paying for your creativity before you win from your creativity. That is painful.
I know.
And you will
When
never...
the discouraging days, when you feel discouraged and stuff. Do you understand? They don't know about them days.
Yeah,
there.
and it's like, to run a business, most businesses fail in the first year.
Exactly.
And you're not really going to see anything proper until like 3 years of like, and you need resilience for that. You need to be able to walk through the fire. You know, when they say, yeah, as I walk through the valley of death. Yeah. That's a real thing. You walk, you're on a mountain, you're living a good life. You see a next mountain, there's a better life. God's like, but you got to walk through the valley though. Then you have to walk through the valley. If you stop walking, you're going to die. So I think when it comes to like dealing with pain, and also as well, I hate embarrassing people.
Yeah, that's me.
Even if I'm like arguing with someone,
unless you like somebody, you know, like no, I don't. Yeah, I don't like.
No, I don't like
feel
it.
embarrassment for you.
Yeah,
I don't. When someone feels embarrassed, it's like I can feel your embarrassment. I can't explain it. I don't like putting you in that place. Do you get me? Yeah, the empathy. Yeah,
I don't like it. Like, even if someone's done me a wrongers, let's just go somewhere private, because we can actually say what we want to say privately. I don't like dealing with things publicly. That's one of the real reasons I like dealing with things privately is, if I say something to you, I'm not showing off because other people are around. What I say, I mean. So you need to say what you mean. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, 2, I hate embarrassing people. I don't care if you've embarrassed me, because I know myself. If you do something wrong to me, I'm going to find you and we will have a conversation. And I don't see the point in it. I've never felt good about it. I don't care what anyone does to me. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Like, I don't want to embarrass other people. I'd rather we just deal with it privately. But if I didn't learn how to do all that stuff when I was growing up, I wouldn't know how to deal with people. And that's what I mean by dealing with people. Sometimes as well, the not embarrassing someone is like 50% of why it doesn't go too far. Like, you can have a real man-to-man conversation with a man. I think a lot of issues happen when you embarrass someone. And then they think to themselves, well, you know what? I want to do the right thing. I'm embarrassed now, so I'm going to embarrass you.
Yeah, because you mess with the ego.
Do you get what I'm saying? So that's another reason why I don't really like doing things publicly, because it's kind of like, my aim isn't to embarrass you. My aim is stop hurting me. Because really, I want you to win. That is my natural go-to. But I think where we've come from, we've got a tolerance for pain that some other people may not have. And this is just a different type of pain, but it's the same tolerance that you need, because there's a level of discipline you have to have in yourself to say, actually, you know what, I'm gonna wait. I know but I'm gonna wait.
Timing.
It's the same discipline.
Yeah.
It's a different scenario, but the tolerance to wait, the tolerance to move forward, the tolerance to say, I know I want to punch you, but I'm not gonna. It's the same thing as, I know this is hard to pay for everyone, but I need to find the money because I know this is going somewhere and it hurts and I want to just give up. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's where I feel, it's like they say, you see, when you grow up in the hood, someone said, you know you grew up in the hood if you can work in a room and smell danger.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's what connects all of us that grew up like that. But you can't smell danger if you've never been in it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's like, Convos with Cream, it's dangerous paying for everyone and trying to move forward, because when's Cream going to win? It's dangerous and it's a risk. But we learned that risk through other things, and it's just how I deal with it is I use the tolerance, the feeling I get of, right, how am I going to deal with this intense situation? It's the same thing. And then I believe I'm smart. So I believe I can figure out, do you know what? This is how I'm going to deal with this. This is how I'm going to deal with that. This thing's happened. I don't like it at this end. Maybe I can, do you know what? I've built relationships with people. Do you mind if I pay you next month? Because you know I've been paying you for the last 12 months. I just don't have it this month, but you know I'm good for it. And even that's embarrassing. But then you know what the other person says? But you're good, bruv. Pay me in 2 months' time. Like, you got good people around you. That's another thing that helps you with the pain.
Yeah.
Realizing you have good people around you that are actually there with you.
I'm telling you.
They're not for you. They're there with you. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think that's another thing with Soul Trader's disease, and another thing with growing up in the hood, because so much badness is going on. You think you're alone, but you're not. There's good people in the hood. There's bad people in the hood. There's good people in the rich world. There's bad people in the rich world. There's good and bad people everywhere. And there's people that have your back. And sometimes you're too busy fighting. You don't realize someone's going, bruv, why don't you sit? I'll fight this one for you. Remember that time when and you did this for me? And let me just deal with this, man. You're tired, man. You get me? So that's another big thing is when you're going through struggle, you are not alone. You was never alone. Ever. Like, you always had someone there for you.
Yeah, well, me have God with me everywhere me go. So I know when I'm not walking alone. And Maffy, remember I told you, listen, yeah, come on. Yeah.
I'm glad we got back to the point. My goodness.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
But I love it. Yeah.
Thank you for having the patience.
No. Because I get like that as well sometimes. And especially when you're, like, remember when you said, like, I was saying to you, because I can relate to some things like that. Even sometimes when I'm out and I'm like, I have a thing where sometimes I don't recognize people. I hate it. And you know what? Loads of people have done it. Like, they might look at you like, don't you remember me? Or like, do you understand? And it's not even that. It's because sometimes I'm there and I'm not there.
Listen.
And I know you can relate to that.
Listen.
Do you get me? It's like I'm
you walk
there,
into Arabia
but I'm not there.
The
I can't
first.
explain it. Yeah. And especially once you start to be in a position where more people know you in a place than you know people.
It's not nice.
That means I've walked in, so everyone's looking, not everybody, but I'm just saying, like, say people are looking at you, you have to be, right, so people know you in it. So they're like, oh, there's cream or whatever. And I have to now work out, do I know this person? Don't I know this person? Should I be saying hello? It's so much stuff. I can't explain it. And sometimes you just,
Yeah.
until sometimes like I might even, I feel like I'm in, you might feel like I'm not engaging, but it's just it's a weird thing to explain.
It's overwhelming.
I can't explain it.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, but I've heard a lot of people in the field say it, but yeah. So yeah, that happens to you.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. It's like, I learned a long time ago, I went somewhere the other day. As soon as I walked in, I'm saying hello to everyone, but I'm not smiling because I'm looking to see if the environment's safe. Like, who's here? Like, you just can't help it. And then once you feel a little bit comfortable, then you go back. I usually go back to the person.
Yeah.
I don't apologize, but I'll start the conversation like, oh, do you know what? And they're like, oh, safe. Like, so I'll acknowledge that maybe I've been a bit weird with you, but unfortunately I need to scope my environment.
Your environment. And then after it's like, oh my days, I didn't realize it was you. Like, you know what I mean? And then you start to, do you get me? Give me a little time. You get me? But yeah. Okay. So what's been your biggest lesson so far, would you say? Or even like a big lesson that you've had? Because I know like you sound like you're definitely on your growth journey. You know what I mean? Even with the Bible studies and stuff like that. So I know you must be aware of a lot that's been happening in your life.
A big lesson?
Yeah.
There's loads, man. I think
one that stands out to you though, that you take with you, like, because of this, like,
Do you know what? The biggest lesson I've learned through my Bible studies?
Yeah.
Because I've always naturally known the word.
Yeah.
Because I've read, like that song, I.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know it?
Yes, I do.
That song, when I wrote it, I wasn't reading the Bible then. Because basically God says, I've given you everything.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you asking me to help you? I've done my job. I've given you the talent. You're supposed to practice the talent until it turns into a skill. Because having a talent and having a skill are two different things.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's talented. But are you practicing every day to turn the talent into a skill? And God's like, I'm not doing that bit for you.
You have to master your craft,
Yeah, man. How did I know to say that in a song? Because in the song, I'm kind of complaining to God and God's like, no, bruv, you need to save yourself. I've done my bit. So I think the biggest lesson I've learned, what the Bible studies has done is it's put logic behind the intuition. Because before I was just intuitive. But how do I just know? And then the logic was, you was always blessed. Do you get it?
Yeah.
That's the biggest lesson.
So basically, would you say that you had your relationship with God before the word?
Yeah.
Like some people from they're young, they go to church, Sunday school and stuff. So they just know the word first. Then they got to work on their personal relationship.
No,
mine's is the other way around.
Yeah.
I have a personal relationship with God and now I'm working on knowing the word more. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like in the way he wants me to be.
So there's three things here. There's religion, there's religious, there's spirituality, and there's godliness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not religious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm slightly spiritual, but I'm godly. Meaning I believe there's God. Not even believe. I know there's God.
I know.
And he's written this book.
Yeah.
And it's an idiot's guide to how to have a good life. If you want to believe me, read Proverbs. In Proverbs, I read it today. I did a recording today. There's a line in Proverbs, because what Proverbs is King Solomon, and he's basically telling you the wisdom. Because in the book of the Bible, they're telling you stories and you're supposed to get the wisdom.
And in Proverbs,
story.
they tell you what makes a wife.
Yes.
Yes.
But they do it in all of it.
But I know, but there's a specific one though.
Yes, there is. But in Proverbs, God said, if you're not going to get all of these beautiful stories, because we know you're stupid, I'm going to put all of my sayings in one book. Proverbs. Do you get what I'm saying? So my lesson has always been, like, from the Bible, I've realized God has always blessed me. Always. And now I can see the words. I understand it. So now I walk with a bit more purpose, because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to trip up doing this, but I'm going to do it. Same with you and Mac 10 calling me. It's kind of like Mac 10 saw something in me. I'm blind. I don't know what he's seeing. But if he's contacting me and people have talked to me about doing it already, I've already been blessed. I am the one blocking the blessing.
Yeah.
And that's another big lesson. It's like, if I'm supposed to be a millionaire, I'm supposed to be a millionaire tomorrow, today. If I'm not a millionaire, it's because I'm not doing something God has asked me to do. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So a big blessing is I'm already blessed.
Amen.
Already.
Mhm.
And if I'm not receiving that blessing, that's my business.
Yes, exactly.
So I
Yeah.
think that's like the first one. And then the second one is like, I think, you know, when everyone's like, oh, what's the meaning of life?
Mm.
One of them, there's a few. Now I've seen it in the Bible. It's not just one thing. The main thing, and I think the number one thing is to love God first.
Mhm.
The second thing is life is a team sport. We are supposed to interact with each other. We're supposed to. God made Adam. He took a rib, made a female. God named them Adam. Adam named her Eve
Mhm.
because he didn't want them to be alone.
Mhm.
Gold, money, all of these things are there for us to interact with other people. It's not for us to be rich.
Mm.
There's people in this world, yeah, you're only supposed to have one interaction with. You'll never have that interaction if money wasn't there.
Mm.
Do you
Exactly.
understand? You wouldn't
Talk it,
have that you wouldn't get your
Exactly.
blessing. Me and you might only speak today.
Mm.
But if you didn't have this show and you didn't go through whatever you went through and I didn't watch your journey and now I feel like we wouldn't, this is the meaning of life. To sit down with another human being,
Mhm.
not another woman,
Mhm.
not another black woman or white woman or Asian woman,
Mhm.
another human being. This is the meaning of life. This is the experience we are supposed to have. And it's a very serious experience that I take extremely seriously now. The laughing, like we've laughed so
Yeah.
much.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Like there's been so much joy. I would have never, and it's a different joy. It's like, when I was going outside quickly, I was like, there's a certain twang Northwest people have.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a yeah, see it. Yeah. I haven't spoken like that in a minute.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard you like say, yo, what? You get me? I can't do that with everybody. You see it? We can't do that with everybody.
Yeah.
I get to, you know?
Yeah.
I get to wear white. I get to be traditional.
Yes.
I wouldn't be able to, this outfit was for you. This was for Northwest. This is for not easy.
Yeah,
I
come
enjoyed
on.
this outfit.
Full of cream, full of white.
I wouldn't have been able to even enjoy putting this outfit together or whatnot if it weren't for our interaction.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
It does. We're from North Wales.
Or what?
No.
So I think the second biggest lesson is like people are important. We all are important, good, bad, ugly, or whatever. And the main meaning of life is to interact with other people. And sometimes that interaction is for life.
Yes.
And sometimes that interaction is for a year. Sometimes that interaction is for a day.
Yeah.
But we don't, as people, that's another reason why I wrote that bar. Like, we don't understand, like, we are supposed to interact, good, bad, and ugly.
Mm-hmm.
It's a massive blessing. So, yeah.
I love that.
Those two lessons, I think, together, put God first and then serve others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because others are put on this earth to serve you.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Like, you lot coming in here, it means a lot that, like, you guys are excited that I'm here.
Yeah.
To me, it means a lot. It's quite it's quite emotional kind of thing. Like it's like they like me. Like I like you know what? You understand?
Yeah.
Like your sister was gassed as soon as she opened the door, she couldn't even hold it in. It made me giggle. Like I was like, oh my God, thank you. Like you get it. It's like it's just nice. It's just nice.
I love that. Yeah.
It's like you're welcomed. It's like, oh, I feel safe here. Like you get me?
No, man, big you up, Donae'o. We want to give you your flowers, man.
Oh, thank you.
Big you up, man. Do you know what I mean?
And you know what as well? Being a
Receive
neurodivergent,
that.
it's very, I need to be very specific with who I hang out as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's not everybody that can tolerate someone with my neurodivergence. Everyone don't like Sheldon Cooper, but there are people that love Sheldon Cooper. And you might say, D, I don't see it. But that's because you check for me. So you enjoy the neurodivergence. There's someone that does not enjoy it and will find me highly irritating. And it's not their job to see that. It's my job to see that and go, yo, me and you's interaction needs to be limited.
Yeah.
I still need to interact with you because we need something out.
Come on.
Kind of thing.
I just never take somebody just by their face value. I can't explain it. I understand that everybody's got their journey. Everybody could be going through something at their you don't understand what I'm saying? And I know that also you have to go back to understand why someone is the way that they are. So if I see that someone's extra quiet or whatever, I'm worse gonna, do you understand? Because I know there's a reason. Do you understand? And because of certain things that I haven't even opened up to people, I can tap into people without even speaking to them.
Listen.
You understand what I'm saying? There's just a way about someone, and it's an unspoken understanding between certain people. Yeah. Okay, getting my little touch-ups. And look right up my darling. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, my darling. Say hi. Makeup doctor. Yes.
in the house.
Thank you, sweetheart. You. Yes. Everybody loves the Lord of Mercy as well, you know. Listen, as they sing all your ad-libs as well, you know, even the ad-libs, you know, the ones there, your ad-libs are cold, you know that? Yeah. The amount of tunes and bangers, you know. Do you
Yeah,
get
oh
me?
wow, Vultures. Oh
What?
gosh.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of music.
You did. And you remind me of Gappy Ranks.
Gappy's the king.
You know the fact that he writes, produce, engineer,
man.
you do all of it, and there's not many that do that. Gappy's another one that does that. Yeah,
Gappy's the king, man.
Yeah,
Gappy's
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Show me how it's that.
literally. Yeah.
You're definitely that guy.
So okay then. So obviously we haven't got that much time with Donae'o, and obviously we can literally.
I want to come
sit here
again.
and
I don't
talk. You
understand
have
why
to.
people. You know what? I never
Yeah.
understood why people don't come again.
Yeah, you have to come again. Have to. Because I've got a few guests that are coming back. Because there's just so much, and the energy and the chemistry as well. We just got more things to get into. Do you know what I mean? So all right then, cool. So where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Because I know you've done a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And literally legend status, and I know, like, you know what I mean. But is there anything that you feel like I can see myself here, or that you want to aspire to, or have you got anything on your vision board or something like that in like a 5 year time?
I want to build businesses so other artists can prosper, and songwriters and producers and other professionals that maybe want to do marketing or go into working in accounts or radio plugging within the music industry. That's where I'd like to be. I'm always going to make music. My dream, is to be on my deathbed with a computer by my side making my last album. That's what I want, kind of thing. I saw Fela Kute's son perform, and he was 60, 70. No, I think is it God's son, or is it son or God's son? One of the two. The guy was 60, 70, jumping up and down like a youth man.
Imagine that.
And I looked at that and I thought, that's what I want. The same thing. God will go, this is your destiny, you know. This is what I want. I don't care if it's through. I like making music, innit? And I like performing it. So I would like to build like structured businesses where at least your first introduction to the music industry is pleasant.
Yeah.
And then if you want to go and work for a major, you've got your experience, you've got what you need to do, and boom. And then me, I think I'm ready to do the global thing and be bigger, because I think it helps with the bigger picture kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I pray that God makes that happen in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
He's made it happen.
Claim
already.
it, receive it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I love that. Okay.
But it's already
happening.
Yeah, but not even in the godly sense, but also in the reality sense. I'm doing stuff like that already.
I love that.
And it's like, I realized my name, Donae'o, it allows me to walk into certain rooms. And then when they see the business side, they're like, oh, he's just not talking. He means what he says. And like that bit there it's like, that's why God's like, I need you to do both. I need you to walk in as a star, but then I also need you to be responsible and do what you say you're going to do. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's like, I've been doing that for like the last 4 years. And I'm like, okay, cool. I get it. I'm ready now. I'm a bit shook, but it's a big responsibility. But
you're stepping into it.
Well, I've got no choice. Really.
Exactly. Yeah. I love that. I love that for you. And I love that for everyone as well, because they can learn from you. And you look like you're passionate about it as well. Because a lot of people like us were placed into the hands of vultures.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's about what they want to make off you. It's not about what they can see, your vision and your thing, and try to, you know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Help you. It's about how are you gonna, them just use you till them can't use you no more.
Yeah.
You know them ones there, and then park you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the truth, you know, so we need, because you can go to the hood and find so much talent, but what you can't find a lot of is investors.
You can find.
No, but you
if
know,
you're
like
looking.
no, but I mean, you know, like where we come from.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of people like ourselves, like until we learned the business, like you said, you're going to create something to do that.
Yeah.
We didn't have places to go to harness that.
I hear you.
That were honest. We had to go outside of our culture, outside of our class, to go to people that didn't really understand us and carry that passion and the vision to even want our thing to work for us.
Because
they just looked at us like a number. You understand what I'm saying?
Can I tell you what I want to do looks like? In the house world, they have Defected.
Yeah.
Defected ain't signed to a big company. It's just a businessman who was excellent at being a businessman, created a business. If you go there, there's like 3 floors in Defected, all done independently. People that go there and they've had jobs there for years, and they'll start their job there. I'm talking about hires 130 people. You can do this without signing to a big label.
Yeah.
In drum and bass, they've got Shogun Audio. Hundreds of people work for them. They've got Hospital Records. Hundreds of people work for them. They've got smaller businesses like Born on Road, who I've worked with. It's other cultures and other scenes have those intermediate things that make millions. They have that, like, and when I go to Defected, I see someone's journey. You've worked at marketing for however long and you've done the IB for ting and da-da-da. And then it's like, I want to work at Sony now. You got a great, because Defected is a big thing. Now you can get a job at Sony. You may not like Sony. Now you can come back to Defected. Now you can, it's not like what I'm doing is massively original. It's just, we should have it in our thing as well.
Yes. 100%. Yeah. 100% we should. Don't you think so? Yeah, because it would list so much more people would have been able to make money.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And enjoy what they do. Like when you were saying about sometimes when you got to do everything and it sucks the fun out of what you're doing.
It does, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And we're meant to enjoy what we're doing as well, you know.
I hear you.
Do you get what I mean?
I hear you.
That's why you got into it in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I like this. I like the way you guys like interact and talk to each other while you're talking. I like that a lot.
Because it's just the real vibe, innit?
Yeah.
And I like I like it to be a conversation more than an interview. That's why it's Convo with Cream.
Yeah, I like it.
It's the conversation. It's not so much the interview. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I have stuff written here, you know, but it will never always like go to the format of this.
Yeah.
Because we're talking. It's a convo. You understand what I'm saying? So it might not go in the route that when we want it for going up, but it's going to get there. Do you understand what I'm saying? But we are going to land same way. You know them ones there? Do you get me? Yeah. So, right, we're going to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to get into a little bit of the family and I want to touch on a little bit more about North West just quickly.
Okay.
Yeah. And like obviously I know your mum, she's from Ghana.
Yeah.
Dad from Guyana.
Yeah.
Me and you spoke previously. I know that I want to big up your mum anyway because I know that she instilled a lot of financial literacy into you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That I want to talk about. And just like a bit of the schooling. So we know that, you know, schooling from primary school to secondary, you know, it was a bit...
Well, nursery to secondary.
Oh, nursery to secondary.
My whole childhood was quite isolated, yeah.
Really? So what school did you go to?
I can't remember nursery. I went Hendon.
Yeah.
And then I had issues at Hendon and then I left Hendon and I went to Bishop Douglas, which was great.
Yeah.
That was like, God was like, by 14, I need you to now.
Yes.
I've had you isolated.
Yeah.
Now we need to, that's when I started making friends and, you know what I mean? And whatnot.
Yeah.
And then I went Bishop Douglas, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So how many siblings have you got?
One,
a sister, isn't
one
it?
younger, yeah.
Yeah, Reds knows her. Big up your sister, big up your sister. Big her up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically when you started to come out of yourself a bit more, so at 14 and stuff, like what was
13,
you into?
14. Just music.
Just music.
Yeah.
So what type of music did your mum and your dad like listen to? What was playing in the house?
My dad never shared his music, you know. I just walked home one day and he's listening to Bob Marley.
Yeah.
But he would never play it in the yard when we were around. And my mum's quite practical. Both of them are quite practical. I only knew that my mum was a singer because she's got all of these scrapbooks of newspaper articles about her and stuff like that, and a fur joke and this and that.
Really?
And then once she had me, I think she just got rid of all that and was like, I'm going to have and worked in a factory and then,
Really?
Yeah.
So she kind of like gave up her talent for her mothering.
Yeah, but my
Yeah.
mum's always been like, everything's like a stage in life. It's like, she never really gave up. She knew she was going to.
Yeah, and she also passed that gift on to you. Do you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because sometimes you don't realize what it is that you are going to be. Like when you have you never know you're the pioneer until you're the pioneer.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You never know you're the heavy lifter till you find out you're the heavy lifter. Like you was placed here for something else. Do you understand? To be birthed.
I knew I
and
was
stuff
going
like
to
that.
do music from 6 years old.
Really?
Yeah. 1,000. God was like, this is you. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another reason, like, like with like the autism and stuff like that, yeah. Like when you're very into yourself as a child, you're the most creative,
Yeah, man.
Like never underestimate a quiet person.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people see someone sitting down quiet and you say things and it's like you take them for, sometimes people try even take them for fool because you're quiet. And their brains are working overtime. They've seen what's happened in the room more than you who's speaking.
Yeah.
You just chatting away. They've analysed so much more than what you could have analysed.
Best storyteller is a watcher.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Best storyteller is a watcher. Half of what you went into, that person didn't even get into none of that.
Yeah.
Best storyteller is a watcher. To me, they watch. They've seen things that your mind couldn't even. You couldn't even believe they watched that. When they telling you the story, shock.
Exactly. So what would you say is the biggest thing that your mum and your dad installed into you?
My dad installed the discipline. And my dad, to be honest, my dad was the type of man I'd want to be when I grew up. Even though we didn't get along, there's a lot of things that he instilled in me that, you know what I mean? Like my dad would say, look, if you get a woman pregnant, I'm taking you out of school, you're getting a job. And the way my dad used
He's
to
just
give,
regiment.
yeah, the way my dad used to give me licks, like,
Yeah.
if a police came to my house, I'm not scared of the police, but just take me jail because I'm not dealing with what
your
my dad's going to do.
Yeah.
I'd rather deal with that.
Because he was military, innit? He was working.
Yeah.
So their way of doing things is, is different.
Yeah, do you know what? Like even like all the kids in school thought we were rich. We was working class, sometimes poor. Like there was a period in my life where we didn't have money because my dad went jail for a bit. So my mum was handling everything and it was cheaper for us to live in Ghana. And I had to live in Ghana until my dad come back.
How long was you there for?
About a year.
Really?
Yeah, it was like, because remember my mum worked in a factory, you know, when you'd make money based on how many dresses you make kind of thing. And then that world was dying kind of thing. And it was like, mum was using all of her money to kind of like look after us and it just wasn't running because there's not two incomes. Two incomes is okay, but like one by itself is peak, innit? So, what was the question again?
What they installed into you. You was talking about your dad being very regiment and that you didn't want to get into. You prefer to go to the police instead of.
Yeah, so that's my point.
Yeah.
So that lets you know what type of money we had. But everyone thought we was rich, yeah, because my dad we had to iron our clothes every morning, polish our shoes every morning, iron our shirts. Everyone thought we was always wearing brand new stuff.
Yeah.
We had the same clothes
But you was
for
our
years.
parents back in the day, though. I noticed big people were proud, and you don't look like what you're going through. You're fierce. I got shine. Your coat's gonna be clean. You might have your one going out coat, but let me tell you something. You see that one going out coat and that one going out shoes. When they put on that, you hear do you remember mum with us with the ribbons in our hair? Listen, when they're ready to dress you up.
You don't wear broke.
Listen, nah. Do you get me? You know what I mean? Yeah.
And then my mum,
I get that.
My mum is very creative. Like when it comes to, because we forget just because you make music, that's one style of creating. Like if you run a business, that's creativity. If you're doing accounts, that's creativity. My mum was just very creative at surviving. My mum could create something out of nothing. Do you know what I mean? Which is probably why I worked well being independent because I saw my mum somehow have money for da-da-da-da. And my mum would have a Fendi bag. She didn't have that 5 years ago. And in my head, I'm thinking, you just buy that now. I remember my mum's mother died and my mum spent like 3 bags on the TV, which is peas back then, yeah? Let's just say the other half of my family were vexed. They were like, why are you just spending money like this? So my mum's just angry outside. Like, I don't see my mum crying, but she's kind of sobbing. as I'm sitting with her, I'm like, why are you, I kind of get what everyone's saying. She's like, Ian, I've been saving for this TV for 5 years. I didn't just spend money recklessly. You know when you go, you know when the penny dropped, she said, no money was affected by me buying this. I knew I can save £150, £100 a month. I did that for 5 years. That money I used was my savings for that. Everyone thinks I was just reckless, which made me go, so when you bought, she said, Ian, that was 3 years. My mum, saved for a Jaguar 30 years. She knew she wanted one from when she had me. And she saved. And that's when I started asking questions, and then you start realizing, you have money. I remember one time, so after that now, I'm respecting the thing a bit more. You know,
let's pick up mummy though. Come on, pick up mummy. Pick up mummy and your Jaguar. Come on. Yeah.
So, and then I remember I had a $3,000 overdraft debt. I'm shook. I'm just like, I owe the bank money. I hate owing people money. I don't like paying people money. I'm embarrassed. I go downstairs. I'm like, Mum, I've got a debt. My mum sat me down and was like, cool, bring out some paper. Right, so how do you make money?
Out, yeah.
Because she never really rated the music thing, but she was like, we need to fix this. How do you make money? Because you don't work. So tell me how this music thing makes money. And I was like, well, I get bookings here and I get royalties here and dub plates. Yeah, and I explained, she goes, what's dub plates? And I explained to her dub plates. And she goes, which one pays regularly? And I said, to be honest, the dub plate thing kind of pays more regular because Bounce wasn't popping anymore and I wasn't getting royalties. She goes, so she was like, right, well, let's work out a plan to get dub plates. Back then, MSN was the communication thing. She goes, how many DJs are you talking to? I said, maybe like 100, 150. So we worked out a plan. I paid off that debt in a month. Just from dub plates. And she was like, right, do the dub plate and then come and report to me when I paid them back and made profit.
Imagine that.
So my mum showed me the framework of
She's a financial advisor. Do you get what I'm saying? Straight.
And even like she taught me, like, she goes, don't just go to them, yo, I want money from you. It's like, these people were messaging me anyway. Just talk to them and then slide it in a conversation. Like, talk about money. Yeah, DJ, you know, how much you do that plate? I do it for this price. All right, cool. And people will pay. Do you get what I'm saying? 1 or 2 people are trying to ting. You just don't do the dub plate for them. But most people are genuinely good. They just want to get on with it. I paid off that debt and I made a little piece as well. Like,
come on.
You get what I'm saying? So that's when I started learning, like, financial literacy. I think people think financial literacy is understanding how to make money, but it's also understanding what you have and how to manage it. I think that's more important than even the making of it.
Money management is key.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, knowing that I want a Rolex, like we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
A lot of people might want a Rolex, right? You might have the money in the bank to pay for a Rolex, but that money in the bank is also for other things. Or you could say, why don't I just save for 10 years and then I'll buy it then? Because 10 years is going to come anyway. And you're still probably going to be swaggy because we look younger as this generation, like our generation and younger, we look younger, older.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we still got swag. Me wearing a Rollie when I'm 30 is going to look the same as me wearing a Rollie when I'm 40.
Exactly.
If that's my destiny, that's God saying, you know, you can wait. Because let me tell you something. You see when Moses took the Israelites from Pharaoh after Red Sea, from the Red Sea, split the Red Sea, now you're in the desert. From the desert to the promised land should have taken 11 days, but it took 40 years. It took an 11-day journey took 40 years.
Yeah. Yes.
Because the people you grew in a certain environment, and it's like, from before I even give you the promised land, I need you to become something else. Do you get what I'm saying? And you don't even know. Do you know what? God wants you to have that Rollie, but there's a journey. That Rollie, yeah, cool. That's your material. But there's a journey he wants you to go through. There's going to be so many other blessings that come with that journey to that. But we want everything now. Like, you're supposed to want things. It's okay to want a Rolex. It's okay to want grills. I didn't have grills until I was in my 30s. I didn't have, listen, I'm 41. I did not have off-key Moschinos until last year. Do you know how much I wanted off-key Moschinos?
Yeah, literally.
And Reebok Classics.
Yeah. That was a staple in Killy, boy, back in the day. You come on, everybody had on their Reebok Classics and their off-key
What's the
wash.
shop in West End called?
Probitos.
They call it Prohibitos.
They used to come through with the Probito bags. Do not play. Yeah, when they come through with the Probito bags, boy, listen, I'm telling you.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
but financial literacy and money management is key, especially with the youth as well. You lot need to know about finance. You lot need to know about credit. You need to know about saving. You need to know about all of those things. Do you get what I'm saying? Even as an older person as well, just to get it by.
there's always things to learn.
You can always learn.
But I think time is one of the biggest gifts God's ever given us. And we take time for granted in so many ways. Buying a Rolex now is taking time for granted. Time is used to build. Let God build you. Give yourself the time. Give yourself the space to become the person you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you might save for that Rolex, yeah? But in that time, God taught you something. You saved enough money for a Patek. You're there talking about you want a Rolex. And God's like, yeah, but you know what? I got something else for you. You can want that Rolex, but I have a mansion for you. I have a private jet for you. But there's lessons you need to learn while you want that Rolex. Want the Rolex, I'm fine. I just need you to take the journey. And sometimes it's like, time is really, really important. Especially when it comes to money and growth in general.
Yeah. And you can't buy time.
You can't.
Don't waste it. It waits for nobody. You know them ones there? Right, yes. So like, back like, you know, like when we was like in Northwest, did you ever like MC in like Carlton Centre, Granville and all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Terry Walker.
Yeah, big up Terry.
So I used to go Granville for singing
Granville.
lessons with Terry Walker.
See it there?
Yeah. And this is like before teen.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I used to go up there and
I'm surprised we didn't bump into each other them
we
times.
probably did.
We did.
You
And
got to
didn't
remember.
even realise.
Yeah, but I was a youth man and I was very quiet then.
Yeah.
Like, I would go in and go to Terry.
Yeah.
And I'd do my singing lessons and I'd go home. And even the man's them, like who we were talking about, I think they saw he's not on nonsense. So they would come in to our environment and talk to me then.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't involve me in...
Tyrone.
Yeah.
My guy, man. I'm just thinking about back in the day. Do you get what I'm saying? But all of them lot, Toon, everybody. Do you get what I'm saying? Lawrence, everybody. Do you get what I'm saying? Ashley, everybody that we grew up with. We literally grew up with everybody. We used to be in the place like MC to the music, busy, everyone. Do you know what I mean? There was so much creativity at the time as well. You know, you're so raw and you don't even realise. Like everyone's just, you know what I mean?
I remember man used to say to me,
man.
You sound like Skibbity. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, you use your own style. We've got a Skibbity. We want a, you get me? But these are like primary school times. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I used to, like Terry Walker taught me how to control and use my voice.
Big up Terry for that.
Yeah.
And she's such a good singer as well. I love Terry, man. Her talent, I love her talent and her energy as well. When when me and her connected as well, the frequency was up, the energy. I like her.
Yeah,
man.
Terry's my big sis.
Yeah, really.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That. Big up Terry. Big her up, big her up, big her up. I queen that you know. Big her up, man. All right. So I want to know, have you got any children?
No.
No. Are you in a relationship?
Yes.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. You know, I love to talk about like people and their partners and stuff like that. Like, what do you look for in a partner?
Laughter first.
Yeah?
I want laughter first.
Was you lot friends before you lot got into a relationship?
No, but friendship, that it was very, I told her from the off.
Yeah.
We need to be best friends. Because you tolerate more from your best friend than, I've noticed, when I was growing up, I was like, why don't people tolerate their partners like you'll tolerate a lot more nonsense from your friend than you will from your partner. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe you're not being friends with your partner. So I just said to her, we need to be best friends. And a big part of that is laughter. A big part of that is laughter. When you're friends with someone, you know them, and then you start seeing them and it's like, anything like I'm quite an awkward character, yeah, and I don't like dating multiple people at the same time. I like one at a time. I've always been like that, but
You locked in. When you locked in, you locked in.
even if it's just fun, like I just I'm more comfortable like one. I don't really like it. But being Donae'o and being a black guy and I've got swag, you'd think otherwise. Oh, you must have. I always get that. You must have big, yeah. And when I even say I'm not on, I even get rinsed for it. Oh, if I was you, and like, but it's just not my thing. If you're my woman, you kind of have to be my friend to understand. Oh, you're a bit awkward. I know why. He's not. I'm not a cheater. I've never cheated on any girl I've been with, ever.
Big up yourself.
No, it's not even a big up thing. No.
It's a
Don't
big up your thing.
No, do you know?
It is a big up your thing. We are gonna big you up. We are gonna big you up.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you get me?
I don't know about in this day and age because
Do you
there's
feel
loads
like
of.
a part of it is like even like how spiritual you are? Like
No,
in like
I-
even your like you what?
No, I just think I think that the world tells you people are, but everyone isn't the same. There's loads of men in the world that are like me. There's loads of
Yes,
women
I
in the
do
world that are like
believe
me.
so, 100%.
There's
But
not-
I'm
it's
just
not-
saying
but we
the
don't
reason I'm
shout
gonna
about
big
it.
you up. That's why I'm gonna big you up because I'm not one of those women that say your men are shit. I know there's great men out there.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying that it needs to be spoken about.
Yeah.
Men feel like it's not cool to say I one gal me wa. Do you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's why when you're gonna say big up your thing. Yeah, that's so that we're gonna big it up. Do you
So-
understand? Yeah.
But you wouldn't know that if you're not. You have to be my friend to understand
You.
why. I've got a small friends group.
So you like when you're in the room with when you're in the room with your woman and something could have happened and you can look at her and talk to her without her. She understands you. It's like me and Math will have our secret language. She can just go say, and I know
man.
what she means. You know what I mean?
Like,
yeah, you just know.
and it just makes the relationship more like I've been with my missus for years, just under a decade now. It doesn't feel like because you don't say. Think about this is a big one. You don't say, oh, we've been friends for 20 years. You're just friend with your friend.
Yeah.
With me and my missus, it's not, oh, we've been together. Oh, it's boring. No, this is
that's
just.
what I feel is why that's important.
Yeah,
when you're friends, you lot are
Just friends.
dedicated to creating memories with each other. Because when you're friend, you have a friendship, you want to enjoy things together. It's not so separate. So you create stuff. And if you look at yourself as friends, like just say 5 years or even a year, and you look at the footage, what you have together, you can tell who enjoys each other's company.
Exactly.
Facts.
And that's another thing. You like with friends, if you're bored of your friend, you're just bored of them until they're funny again.
Exactly.
You don't just, well, I'm just going to get rid of you as a brethren. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? You done me a wrongers.
Yeah.
No, do you know what? Guaranteed, yeah. If a friend does a wrongers to you, you'll have a conversation about it, and both of you, if they're your real friend, will work on it until you fix it. Whereas I notice with relationships, it's just, let's just break up. Do you get it? But with so like, but you won't know I'm like that if you're not my friend. And I feel like friendship. And then another thing as well, yeah. She's a woman. I get to have fun with my woman.
Yes.
You get it?
You
It's
get
like
it.
there's
Yeah,
other
come
things
on.
that come with with the friendship too.
Explore.
Isn't it? Anyway.
Why explore
I'm
with
saying,
one another?
Listen, but then like laughter. So laughter's really important to me. Friendship's really important to me. Having your own life. I want to be important to you, but I want you
to have your own.
I want you to have your own, innit?
Yeah.
I want you to be ambitious. I want to be able to, like, can I inspire you to do more? Can you inspire me to do more? Because it's fun.
You want to admire your woman as well and still be.
Of course.
So I know what you mean. Because I just feel like relationships, the best ones are when you can learn from each other.
Yeah.
You can teach me something. I can teach you something. Do you understand? And I enjoy what you know what I'm saying, and the same. And you support what I will do, and I support what you do. You want to see me win.
Yeah. And then
You
obviously,
want to see me win.
I mean,
Do you
obviously,
understand what I'm saying?
you get me.
It's
Like,
major.
you want your woman to be attractive. I don't care what other people find attractive. I care what I think is attractive.
Exactly.
Do you get me? I like what I like, innit? Like, I want my woman to be what I like. Yeah.
That's what I'm coming to. Like,
Yeah.
what's your favorite thing on a woman? One of your favourite things on
Face.
a woman.
I love her.
You love her
pretty
fierce, yeah.
Yeah, I love her pretty fierce.
Yes, pretty part of this side. Big up your girl and big her up. Big her up.
Hold on.
Yeah, she's nice.
Oh, she's a 10.
Oh, thank you.
She's a.
Well, she's a 10 for me. She's a 10 for me. You get me? But
She's a 10. You lot suit.
thank you.
You lot suit. Very well matched. She's lovely and lovely smile. And she's smiling. And that's what they say. Remember I was talking about Sandra Taya dinner? You look at this woman, you look at the woman and you know.
But even
she's
I'm proud.
She's like, you get what I'm saying? Beautiful.
Like I'm proud.
And you're
That's my
proud.
woman,
That's what I like.
Like,
do you understand what I'm saying? Be proud of your woman. Yeah.
quickly.
Exactly. Yeah. Fierce.
But she does the same for me.
Face card don't decline. And she's proud of, that's what I'm saying. And that's who you're meant to be with, because those are the people that bring the best out in you.
Yeah.
Imagine the person you lie down beside. Why would you not want to choose the person that you trust properly that's going to bring those things out? Too much people are with their, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense.
Because they didn't try to be
Yeah,
friends.
I rate that. I love that.
They didn't try to be friends.
I love that. Yeah. Do you know what your love language is?
No. I don't understand all
Do you
that.
like physical touch more? Do you like words of affirmation? What type of things do you
What?
like? Quality time.
Quality time.
You like quality time?
Quality time, I'd say.
Yeah.
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 I'm not really like a tactile person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, she's more tactile.
She's
so
more
I have to-
tactile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, that's lovely. I love that. But I would say as well, like, understanding your partner's love language is key.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know, like the way you love someone and the way they like to be loved. When you know that somebody, you might be showering them with gifts, they like quality time. When you know
I
what
definitely
you're
like
locked
quality.
in.
I like quality
Yeah.
time. Sometimes I just like her just being there. I watch her TV and you get me.
You lot. When you invite me to the wedding, I love it. I love it, man. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Big up yourself. Look at that. Yes. I love that. I love that. I love that.
I'm all sweating now. My goodness. On to the next one.
Right. So we're going to change up the vibes now. This one is Wagwan in Other World. Donae'o, It was nice talking to you. You have to come back. We're going to get back to some more stuff as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you get me? So yeah, Wagwan in Other World.
Talk to me.
Me. I'm me, I go on in the world. Do you get what I'm saying? I've been gone. Do you know what I mean? Convos with Cream. I've got a lot coming on. I just thought like I might as well just catch up with me, seeing as everybody else is catching up with me. Do you get me? 99 problems, but a podcast ain't one. Yeah? Right. So with that being said, I would just like to big up the Power of Awards and Freddie Krueger. And I've been nominated for Power of a Woman. Do you get me? And my girl, they bought me some flowers. Do you get me?
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Lele. Thank you, Amina.
I'll bring you flowers.
Thank you, girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Here we are.
Lovely.
Oh, bless you, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Where we are going to put them? Shall I put them here?
Yeah. Put them in there.
We're gonna place them there. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And we're gonna put like in the description and everything how you can vote for me. If you want to vote for me, click the link and everything. I also like 2024 was like a very big year. I want to big up Complex UK also because they named me one of 2024 UK culture heroes as well. Do you know what I mean? So things have been happening with what I'm doing. Big up people like TMC, the music connoisseur on Twitter and everything. You know, everybody that's just been supporting. I really want to speak about like everybody that's supporting me, my support network and my friends, my family, my guests, you lot coming on and blessing and stuff like that. And just like, stay tuned. Me just a start. I'm just getting ready. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, me just a come. Do you get me? You lot stay tuned. I got lots happening. I'm so happy. Lots of blessings happened. I got my new house keys on the Christmas Eve. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm in a new home. There's just so much things, but you know, sometimes you just have
Big
to
up
stay
nasty.
quiet. But do you know what I mean? But things are happening, Donae'o.
No, good.
And you know what? I have to give God the glory. That's why I
course.
said, even though it's like things happening in the world, there's things happening with me.
Of course.
And there's testimonies, you know, and that's why I want to talk on it. And that's why sometimes you lot might see things happening on the, like I said, them I talk about me. But you lot know I can speak on certain things. But you see what God's doing with my life? It's like every time I even think to myself, shall I? He's just reminded me of how blessed I am. Do you understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I understand that I've been a blessing to many. I've actually created job opportunities for people. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm giving people work where I'm still blessing you lot. So there's no time for no hate. There's no time to be mad. Just get to work. John, there's money to be made. Do you understand? See you at the top because that's on me I go. You know them ones there.
You're there
and
already.
that me say in Jesus' mighty name, amen.
Amen.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. None. No gal. No boy. That me say. With chest. You know them ones there. Straight. I forget that half of my chest. I had to. You know them ones there. Right. Moving on. Yeah. So we're going to just change it up a little bit. I would like to say R.I.P. to Delroy and give my condolences to the Chung family. Claudia,
Amen.
you know, you're such a great woman. You carry so much grace, and your family and everything, your support system. I just have to big you lot up. You understand? I love what you lot stood for as a marriage, as a couple, as a family, as a union, black excellence, black love. And you lot definitely portrayed that. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I just want to say R.I.P. Del, gone but not forgotten. Amen. You know what I mean? Yeah?
Amen.
I would also like to send my condolences to Andrew Blacks. Yeah? Don't need to go into too much, but I'm sorry for your loss. And you know that I got you, bro. You know, like, you get me? And I'm here for you. You know them ones there? And also, Makeup Doctor, we would like to send our condolences to the Wright family and R.I.P. Auntie Thelma. Yeah? Yeah. So yeah, our thoughts and prayers are with everybody that's faced some losses and things like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, we pray for strength, we pray for healing, we pray for guidance. You know, them ones there. And yes, and that's that bit on that section there. But yeah, we're gonna get into like a quick cream and a few little bits, and then we're gonna end off. Do you know what I mean?
wow.
So yeah, quickly, bath or shower?
Shower.
Work or play?
Work.
Funky or grime?
Oh, grime, because grime's when I started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grime or garage?
Ooh.
that's why I went into that right there, you know. He's gonna say
That one lit me down, you know.
yes.
Ooh. Grime or garage? Grime, because again,
Really?
yeah, that's what made
that's
me.
what
Innit?
made you. Yeah.
That's what made me. That is what made me. Literally, grime. Grime. I owe my life and my career to grime.
Yeah. You're literally, that's what I said, one of the forefathers. Like, you're in the legendary category in regards to the UK scene. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? You've definitely cemented your spot in that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bounce or party hard?
Party hard.
Really?
Yeah.
I got party hard.
Do you know why? When I wrote Bounce, I was very green.
Really?
Yeah, I was wet behind the ears. Like, some of the things I spoke
Lyrics though, you
about,
know.
I know, but don't do. I ended up smoking.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
whereas Party Hard was a more realistic take of where I was. I had lived then. You know what I'm saying? The whole of Party Hard is the story of me going to the hill. My friend come into the car. Okay. We go into the petrol station because we had money in our pocket, but not enough money to buy drinks and whatever. So we would get cider, drink the cider before we go. So we're kind of drunk already. So you understand? Then when we go in the rave, we see a girl we like, yo, you want a drink? It's in me like, You know me, there. That's why I'm lean, just a bit tipsy, but I ain't complaining. Outside the club, the line looks thick and the girls are gazing. This line is a long thing. I hope it don't take all night.
Yes.
I can't wait till I get inside. Just like, listen to the song. So I see a girl I like and I gotta move in swiftly. Other man them see her. I wanna meet her, so I gotta move in quickly. Grab the waistline. Yeah, she with me. Do you understand? Do you understand? You get it? You
Yes.
I think, yeah.
And that's why he's got so much bangers.
And you know, sound
Because
You know
I
that
lived
because
that.
you lived and you write your life.
Yes.
Even though you said the other one, that was at a time when you didn't. But I'm
Yeah.
saying, you see, they say, who
No,
was
but that's
that?
how I
From you
thought.
write, you'll always have hits, you know.
But I'll be honest, I've always been honest. Like that is
Love
how
that,
I
man.
that is how I thought. When I did Bounce, that's how I thought. And I was very proud of that. And people were like, oh, maybe you should do the gang. Because loads of people were pretending to be gangsters. But I grew up with the man them.
Come on.
And they liked me for not being that.
Yeah.
So I never felt ashamed.
They just like you to be who you authentically are.
Yeah. So when
Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't try to be like me. Be you. And when you can step in your authenticity, that's your USP.
Yeah.
Right
so
there.
I would say Bounce is how I thought, but Party Hard was how I lived and thought as an adult with experience of life. Plus, I was still a young man finding myself, but now I'm making the monies.
Come
I'm
on.
becoming the guy I wanted to become, who had the job, who you get me. So yeah, what's the next
Lit.
one? So Party Hard,
Party hard. Yeah, come on.
I'm going to be raving to that slightly different.
Straight. Yeah. You know what I mean?
one of my favourite Quincy
It's going to
songs.
hit different.
Yeah. And even with the African Warrior, do you remember they even had the dance?
Yeah.
When they put the thing, stick in my head, I'm the African Warrior. Yeah. Full of vibes, you know.
Yeah.
You're the one that should be saying, you know the vibes.
Yeah. One
Energy. Have energy. You have energy.
So what's next? What's next?
Okay, so, and then the last one, no, we got two more. Slimmers or Thickianas?
I like slim, thick.
You like slim thick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like both, but I like slim,
You like
thick.
a little slim thick, yeah. And the last one is floor play or straight to it?
I don't want to answer that.
You don't have to. I've been asking everybody that comes on.
It's always been the first one. So
Yeah?
yes.
Come on, that's what we like. That's what the girl like. Yes. That's what we want to hear. The girl, wasn't it ladies love? We want that. That the girl them love. Yes. Yes. I've got to ask the things for my ladies. Do you know what I mean? Yes. Okay, so sip or spill. Top 3 lyricists in the UK.
In the UK?
Yes.
Ooh, this is good. Oh my goodness. There's so many. And I like
They don't have to be in order.
in all
They don't have to be.
I can say who my favourites are.
Yeah.
Lyricists.
Because I think you're lyrical.
So
Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to ask you, as a legend and as someone that's lyrical, that's why I wanted to ask you, who do you rate as
who do
lyric-
I rate?
Yes, you're top.
So get 1,000.
Come on. Big up Gets.
You
Big up
can't
Gets.
you can't get better. Like, because I've worked with him. Like he actually, like I like rap. I do like lyrics, but he actually puts things together like a puzzle. The amount of times I've listened, and did he say that? And then I'm working out, yo, this rhyme, this sounded pleasant because he put this word here and that, and it came together. So Gets is one.
Big up Gets. I saw an interview with him as well. He was on a show with George Poet.
Yeah.
I love it. I just love what he's about at the moment and everything. What he was talking, and he seems like he's on his journey with God and that as well.
Me.
Yeah.
I love the way I rap. Like, I love it. Absolutely.
Big up yourself for putting yourself in the
me.
top 3. Straight. Yeah. You're supposed
Because
to.
the thing that I love about language is sometimes being lyrical is not about punchlines. Sometimes it's about emotions.
Yeah.
You see, like with Party Hard, you wouldn't take that as a lyrical song until I say the words and then you reacted to it emotionally.
Yes.
How did I know to put those combinations of words together to, like, say, I've got a song called Polo. Wives always ask me to perform it at a wedding party, and they always cry. Second verse, Father, I know that you hear me. I pray 7 days to your Lord. Hands on my knees on the floor. I'm trying to better my flaws. I beg that you help me forgive them. How can I judge when I've been them? My heart's in pain and I can't let it go. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, and they're crying. I can't even finish the song. But then I'll have songs like, on a big man thing, if I win, how did I know to put those words together?
Bye, honey. Makeup doctor.
Bye.
Bye.
But now
Bye.
I'll have a bar that's like, Wagwan fam. I'm listening Sweet Caroline in the car fam. My number one car jam. In the West End, top down, listening pop sound, brazen, pop loud. What lad? Don't be a cock lad. You are not bad. Because when this song comes on, you're listening loud and proud like a pop fan boss man.
Exactly.
But then remember the thing you're doing. When I asked you, the thing I've asked you to do. Again, it's like I'm good at the wordplay thing, but I seem to be very good because I remember I played Polo to one of the rappers, and Polo's not a lyrical like type record. I didn't think.
But there's a way in I think you are lyrical because there's a way that you break it down that we just get it.
Well,
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the
let me
way
finish.
that you say it. You know
The
how to
language thing.
translate it
So let me
to
finish
how
that
I would have
story.
said it. You understand what I
So let me
mean?
finish that story. I finished the song halfway through because I get embarrassed when I play my songs to people because I don't know what they're thinking. So I stopped and he switched on. Why have you stopped the song?
Yeah.
I was listening and I was like, okay. I played the whole thing and he turned around and this is a lyrical guy. He goes, you didn't say no punchlines, no metaphors. But the way I feel about what he said, how do you do
That's
that?
what I'm saying.
He said, how did you make me feel something? And I said, I just say what makes me feel something kind of thing. So I'll put me in there.
Yeah, because you've mastered delivery.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because someone can be here going terrical, literal, liminal, and using all the biggest words in the rap, and it's not connecting.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Part of being a lyricist is that delivery as well. That you the way that the wording just connects and we understand it. You understand? We can put ourselves even in a place just to, you know what I mean? Yeah, 100%. You
And
definitely
I
in
would
there.
say then on a lyrical tip gets, but on a feeling and raw tip and I just relate to what you say, Gigs. And Gigs is my favorite rapper of all time.
Big up Gigs.
But when I say top 10 rappers, like American, Gigs is in the top 10 because he just, I just get everything he says, bruv. And it's just like he's got a tune with, as an American rapper, he went jail. I can't remember. He was in a guerrilla gang. I can't remember what his name was.
Who, Casanova?
Listen to that Gigs song. Oh my days.
Picture in your face, not mine, I fucked your wig. You know those.
Listen.
I don't understand. You know I know my rap.
No, listen.
If it's one thing you know, I know my rap. Yeah.
Listen to that song.
Yeah.
And listen to what Gigs is saying. And the way he says it. And the flow. And the way he uses it's like, it's just like, when that guy speaks, yeah, I just get it.
Yeah, come on.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I would say like me, Gets and Gigs are my favorite lyricism. If you're talking outside of that,
and now you lot's tune is too
and
cold.
Avelino, separately, they are cold. You see when they're freestyle, they need to do another freestyle together. Let me tell you something. See Avelino, but Avelino and
come on.
them man will murk everyone. Everyone. Them man are different level of. Like, Gig said
Even
it best.
Mark is nodding his head. Yeah.
Gig said it best, yeah? It's like Wretch just has words flying around.
Yeah.
And he just goes up. And he goes up. But Avelino and Wretch together, especially when they're in competition with each other, you cannot beat that. You can't beat it. You just can't beat it. Pot of Paper is the next one. When I hear that guy talk, I just think, my goodness, did you just say that?
Yeah.
And it's like, I just rate him. Swift.
Yeah.
Swift is another one from Section Boys.
He was always
Yo!
one of my favorite. Yeah, he was always one of my favorite. I always thought that he created a style that people don't give him credit for.
Listen,
Wax,
and people don't get it. It's like
Lyrics as well, I feel
yeah,
chippy.
Swift have
I have to
he
say
had a
Chip
style
as well.
Chip as well, but like
He had a style, yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
So like those
Gets,
are like
gigs,
outside.
Avonlea, yeah.
So
Yeah.
me gets and gigs, I would say.
Yes, 100%. I definitely can see that.
Are like my favorites, like, because I like my own songs. So.
Come on. Got these bitches on lock though. Gotta, you know, like that tune. Man,
Get
I
me
got.
in there.
Oh my God,
I got. Are you dumb? When I heard that, I said, what?
Yeah.
Because I remember when I played that song to them, man,
Yeah.
I made like 20 rhythms for gigs. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because we were hanging out and I understood, because we were already mates beforehand.
Okay.
We've been mates for like 10 years anyway.
Yeah.
We've been to my yard and everything. Then I made Whole Life and Scraps was on the rhythm.
Big up Scraps.
But it's how no gigs likes my music,
Come
yeah.
on.
Because that weren't a tune I put out there. It was just something I flung on SoundCloud. I get a call from gigs. He said, I forgot about you, you know. I'm thinking, what do you mean? And he said, and then he just put down the phone. Then he'll call me again. We're talking about something different. Put down the phone. Do you know what, bruv? Can you hang out with me? Like, I'm going to these studios. Do you want to hang out? Because I need some tunes for my album. I'm like, cool. We go to studios. We go to a couple clubs. We just hanged out. You get me? Me, him, man, them. Cool. Now I understand because I see them raving. I see him raving.
Yeah.
I know from when he called me for the Whole Life song, I know what type of Donae'o songs. Because earlier that year, you know, we're in my circle.
Yeah.
We're in my circle. He posted the whole video on his story. So I know the type of songs
that
he likes from me. Kind of thing. Do you get what I'm saying? So then I've gone away now. I've hanged out with him. I've seen how he reacts to music. Boom, boom. I've made like 20 records. Lockdow was in there. But Lockdow was like, I'm fed up of making these tunes. I'm just going to make something so obscure. No one's going to like it, but I'll like it. Made Lockdow. Cool. I'm playing him tunes. Everyone's quiet. You see,
the beat is cold.
Oh my God, he's on Lockdow, bro. Oh, so that's everyone in the studio, bruh, get jump out of his seat, yo. And I was thinking, whoa, okay.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the
You
one.
see it? And they were just like, zoom. So, yeah, that's how Lockdown was made. But even like that, the period I was going through then, that's what I was going through. They drag me in the house and then they like, though. They find it for their number one.
What's that though?
Yo, I got
you unlock.
Yeah. Do you understand what I'm
saying?
saying? It's like,
Yeah.
What songs did you do with gigs?
we did 2.
Really?
Yeah, we did 2.
Bangers.
We did Lockdown and Lingo.
Yeah.
Shout out to my brothers on the window. My brothers walking with it, I can't legal. I got 2 women kissing bilingual. They don't even understand my lingo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
That should have been on
Even the way he done it,
Yeah.
the way you run, like, I just allow it, like.
Come on. Say nothing. Okay, let's get to the next one. Who was the devil in the blue dress about? Because that sounded Percy, you know?
Yeah, it was about a girl in I can see her right now. Yeah. It was definitely about a girl, but it was more about my experience growing up as a man. Like I'm starting to see things. Like after a while, you're starting, oh, you're a bad girl. Oh, you're a good girl. I can see your trouble. I can. That's really what Devil in the Blue Dress was about.
Who
Was me
like you
growing
identify
up.
what type? Yeah.
I was growing up and still couldn't see when a girl wanted to move to me. Imagine that. So I can see them, but I don't know when they like me. But yeah, like, and then there was one in particular. I knew she was. I knew she was trouble. But it was just
Sparks.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Yeah. Say no more. Big you up. Okay. Have you ever been spun by anybody on a track?
Me?
Yeah. Do you feel like, ooh,
No.
come on? That's what you're supposed to say, because I don't think so neither.
No, but other people might think.
You get
but
me?
I've never
No,
given...
I just always felt like you lot's your collabs are collabs.
No. Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, you know, like some people might, they killed that one and you only listen to some, but I noticed that your collabs are collabing.
Yeah, like I need to play my position. And I always play my position. And I want you to play your position. So say like if I do a hook, yeah, if you're gonna do the lyrical thing, I'll do the words make sense thing. I'm not gonna step on your toes. Because you might be on a record, yeah. I think it's better if everyone gives what they're good at and then let the people them judge what they like. Because what you're good at might be what everyone loves. But if you're trying to give Like, I'm not gonna go on a tune with Gets and then try and spun bare words together. I'm gonna give him on a big man thing. If I win, you win. I'm gonna do that, and then it's like it's two separate things, and then we both win.
Yeah.
On like with Lockdown and Lingo.
That's what I feel like with that.
We
That's what it
both
is. It's like
win,
the perfect collab.
That man wear black shoe. The way that you got the hook on there, and then you got Dizzy on there. innit?
Dizzy and JME, yeah.
Everyone had their own thing, right?
Yeah, I want.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When it
Cold.
comes to the music thing, I don't do
Connects.
the competition thing well. I'm not really trying to outdo someone. I hope what I do inspires you to do what you do really well, because I want us to listen to it and be like, this is
Lit.
wicked.
Yeah. But I like that the men though, they collab a lot. I wish the females would do more of that. But I feel like also it's not just their fault. I feel like outsiders, like with men, you know, like when we listen to a track, we'd be like, Gigs and Donae'o's on a tune. You know what I'm saying? But we wouldn't put them against each
That's
other. But
coming,
with a
though.
girl, they'll be like, who do you think looked better? Who do you think had the colder verse? You know, when you see it's the girls, they just have to have a,
Yeah, but that's coming
you know
though.
what I mean?
We gotta wait.
want it, yeah.
That's coming. That
Yeah.
that is coming.
I hope so.
It
is,
it's coming. We just have to build towards
towards
that, you know what I mean?
it, yeah.
Even like
My
you saying
favourite-
things.
To me, my favourite, my biggest collab with you
Go on.
is you and DW, because he's one of you two to be
On with Akel. Or was it House Party?
like a, even if you say house party.
So there's two songs we've done. We did House Party, which was me, D Double, and Sneakbo.
Yeah.
And then there was another one. I can't remember what the name of it, but Fanatics produced it.
Yeah.
Big up Fanatics.
Yeah, so me, D Double E, and Akel.
Yeah. What a tune.
Mm.
Right. You're quite bad.
Yeah, I love that.
Definitely.
Okay, and have you ever been starstruck by anybody?
Nah. I had
Or been in like a surreal moment in like, you know, like raw.
no, Funky killed all that.
Yeah.
Once I was like, this artist thing is a joke thing.
Mm.
It killed all that. I would say watching Jay-Z also helped with the independence thing, because I got to, you know, when they used to do like MTV documentaries,
yes,
and you
yeah.
got to see like them selling the CDs outside of the boot, and you saw the Reasonable Doubt journey. It was like, oh, it's possible kind of thing.
Mm.
I would say that,
Mm.
but I've never really been like starstruck.
Yeah.
But I do think like grime and music kind of broke my heart between. So after a while, it's like this is kind of fickle
Mm.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I do see people and I think, man, what you've done's heavy, you know. Like,
Yeah,
do you even
yeah.
respect what you've done? Like, do you get what I'm saying? And I think that's more what I do, is just like, I know you rate what you've done.
Yeah.
You've done it loads, but
Yeah.
I'd like to tell you you're fucking heavy.
Heavy.
Sorry
yeah.
for swearing.
No,
But
that's
yeah.
all right. Yeah, I get that. And the last one is
Oh, and I do get excited when lately as well,
Mhm.
people are like, oh, like, we want you on our platform. Or
Yeah.
I get excited for those things. I allow
Do
myself.
you?
Yeah, so like when we had our first convo,
Mhm.
I was like, oh my God, quick,
Mhm,
yeah, this is
mhm,
heavy. Like when meant 10 hollow. So I do like, it's like if I see your thing and I rate it, and then you call me and you rate my thing, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Mhm,
So I don't
mhm.
get starstruck, but I do get happy when people I rate me, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I get that.
I
like,
enjoy it.
yeah.
I'm just like, oh gosh, like I
Yeah.
call my brothers like, you know, Cream, what's
Yeah, man, I'm tapped in.
yeah.
Do you get me fully? Do you
Same
know
with the
what I
Mac
mean?
10 thing. I was happy he asked.
Mhm.
I just didn't know where I fit.
I'm so glad you did it.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? Even the timing of it and everything.
That was,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
you set the stage.
You really cold. And Dirty just did one. Yes,
Yeah.
good.
Cold.
But you
yeah.
need to.
He looked like he was having fun.
Yeah, you need to see because you can see and yeah, yeah. And platforms like that, it shows the craft.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that old school craft because it's just you, the beat, the mic, and you're just
Awa.
you understand what I'm saying? So, and that's where you lot shine because you lot, that's effortless for you lot. Do you understand what I mean? And I love it. Do you get me? Yeah. Yeah. And the next one is sip or spit a 16 for us quickly.
Sip or spit a 16.
Yeah. It was sip or spill. This one is sip or spit a 16.
I haven't got any. If I'd have
You
known,
got-
I would have written one.
You really?
Yeah, if I'd have known you wanted that,
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
prepared
Yeah.
something just for you guys kind of thing. So,
But you could give us a little bit of bounce, a little bit of something, just a little bit of energy, because you know we love it.
I'll sip, because again, like I said, I'll sip.
Spot, I put him on the spot.
No, but you know what? Like I said, like I curate music.
Yeah.
So like I would feel, but like,
well,
I'll be
when
letting
you come
down.
back, then when you
okay,
come
when
back,
I come back,
yeah,
when I come back,
100,
I'll have something for you.
Yeah,
I promise.
You make sure you know.
No, I will.
Right, we're shaking on this, guys. Him shit me out.
Because you know what? I already know. I already know what you like, so I know I'll be able to. You get me?
Because I wanted to talk to you, know, because when I saw you remix stuff as well.
Yes.
And I've got something.
Yeah.
And I want you to listen to it, because I know if that's on something else, it might just
send it through, man. Let me hear it.
Could you imagine? Yeah. Watch this space, guys. We're gonna talk. Do you get me?
We are gonna talk them things.
Do you get me? Yeah. But yeah, so before
you said sip, what am I sipping?
Your water. Say sip or spill. You're on the water
sip,
today, so you sip. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
When I'm driving, you're not responsible.
Listen, this is liquid gold, guys, as well, you know. You must drink water.
Oh, listen.
You have to. It's imperative. Do you know what I mean? Even if you like drink or whatever, you lot make sure that you are drinking water. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. Trust me. You get me? But yeah. So anyways, before we close out, I know you got your album coming up.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that the people them know exactly, because, you know, we're locked in it.
Yeah.
And when your music comes out, you know already it's for us and everything. So I want you to talk to everybody like about the album.
So the album is called Spectrum.
Mm-hmm. Like that.
It's called Spectrum on so many levels. Like, even the music, I've never been able to showcase all of the styles of music. I've been able to, when I was doing grime, I just did grime. When I did bass, I just bass. When I did funky, I just did funky. When I did rap, I just did rap. This album is everything. And I found a way to make it all make sense. So there's like a spectrum of sound on there. And obviously as well, I'm a neurodivergent. I'm a spectrum within itself. Like I'm on the spectrum kind of thing. So the album's called Spectrum, and it's been like 2 years I've been crafting.
I was going to ask you how long.
Yeah, I don't usually take that long, but I think God was like, because I learned, I was making drum and bass for the last 2 years. And one of my friends, they taught me how to mix, because I believe, if you really want to learn how to mix your own song, learn how to mix drum and bass.
Really?
Yeah, if you can, when I mean mix, I don't mean DJ mix. I mean like the snare, the kick and all that. If you can learn to mix like how drum and bass man mix, you're ready for anything.
It's like when they say drive without power steering.
And see what
you know, you could get behind any car.
Exactly. Yeah. So the music was made kind of while I was learning to mix drum and bass, and then it just created a new sound, like sound design. Because I really, some of them man, one snare, 100 sounds on one snare, 100 sounds, 100 snares, and then they make it sound like one.
Yeah.
So I learned all of that. So I think again I had to go through the journey. That's why I disappeared for 2 years.
So are you saying that there's maybe a new even sound of music that you've created on there? A new sound.
I couldn't tell you that. Maybe. I'm not even trying to be humble.
No. I'm just saying, because that's what I'm thinking. Like, you don't even realize you might even have tapped into a new genre, a new sound. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Maybe I have.
Think of some names.
Yeah.
Near Mix and Clear Mix. Before you see them listen to your album, and then you see them coming up with the so-and-so sound, and they got it from you.
No, but I'm okay with that. Maybe God made you. Maybe God made me to inspire you to take the sound. It's not for me to hold on to that, because I wouldn't make the sound. I'd hold on to it. So it's not my job to be innovative. It's my job to make the music the best way I can. And if it is innovative, it will be, if that makes sense. So maybe I have made a new sound, but I don't hold on to ego like that. I can't. Otherwise, you wouldn't get a party hard. You wouldn't get an African warrior or all them things. I didn't mean for African warrior to, because remember, as black people, we took on our parents' fight, which was Africans versus West Indians. You see, African warrior, you don't even get this. My brethren told me this. I sing I'm an African warrior. The verses are saying patois. I done talking. African warrior for British blacks, stop the I'm African, we're just black.
Yes.
We're just British and we're black.
Yeah.
But I didn't mean for the song to do that. I didn't even know until there's a guy called Bernard who did produced a documentary about it.
Really?
Yeah, and there's like 4 pieces, and one of the pieces is
Big
on
him up.
African Warrior, and Estelle's telling me how she felt. And I didn't even know I didn't even know. So if I had my ego in, I would have been trying to say things, and you know, if I say it like this is gonna free the black people. No, I just said how I felt because I lived in Africa, but I'm also West Indian, and I'm not. When everyone was going, you're African, this is West Indian. I'm both. I'm in the middle.
Exactly.
I'm a spectrum of.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Like, even I'm mixed race. My dad is mixed race. My dad looks like a Portuguese man.
Okay.
But he's mixed race black as well. So the spectrum thing is like, so I don't, maybe I've locked into something, but I can't let my ego, I cannot let my ego latch on to my achievements. And they're massive. Sometimes I have to tell myself, shut up. Sometimes I have to.
Yeah.
Because people will see like how you should. Imagine 10 people tell, you should. After a while you go, yeah, man, should.
Yeah, I know.
and then you stop the blessing. Do you understand what I'm saying? You get in front of the blessing, which was you weren't supposed to be seen as the pioneer of that.
Yeah.
That man was. Because God has given that man something that inspires people differently. My job was to inspire that man. You get me? Or that woman.
Yeah.
You understand? So, yeah, like the album took that long because I had to learn some skills. That's why I've disappeared for so long, because I had to learn the businessman thing, which was quite hard because I had to find mentors outside of the music industry. Because I don't believe if you want to learn business, don't do it in the music industry. You'll just learn thievery and robbery and badness and this, that. Go to other businesses, you get me? And find mentors in other areas like tech and they'll tell you the reals.
Yes. Yeah.
That's probably another conversation. I want to go into that, but obviously we haven't got time in it. So like the last...
man, you're coming back.
Yeah, no, 100%. The last 4 years, I had to disappear to make this album. I don't think the other albums are going to take this long because now I'm ready.
Some things you have to live through certain things to create something anyway.
I'll tell you one thing.
You know, them ones there.
Who would you want me to collaborate with? I'll give you this one thing about the album. If you can think, you got 3 choices.
Go on.
No, you tell me. 3 times.
Oh my gosh.
Who would you want me to collaborate with? Old or new, before me or after me? When I say it, it will make sense. You got 3 chances.
Oh my gosh. Internationally?
No, British.
In the UK?
Go on. Yeah, go on. Who? No.
Nah. Nah.
But I'd love to. Me and him need to run a next year. But remember, old and new.
Old and new, he's saying.
No, I'm giving you all of that. You lot have 3 chances. That's your one chance, you know.
I hate when I'm put on the spot. You got one already.
What you was gonna say?
No, I wasn't gonna say him.
Who was you gonna say? Lovely guy.
Who does your soul want me to collaborate with? When I say it, you'll go, Everyone will go, Come on.
Oh my gosh, you lot. Why have I gone blank? I feel under the pressure.
Who would you say?
Who would you say? Swan, go on, Mark, give me one. Go on, say.
You asking too many questions, girl.
Yeah, just say. Mark, say. Who do you reckon? I don't know why I've gone blank.
No, but that's a good one. Estelle's best friend with my cousin. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a very good one.
Very good one. All right, Mark.
You're getting close, though.
Who would you say, Green?
Oh my gosh, you lot. The silence, innit? We don't know. I don't know. I've gone blank.
I don't know why. It should be for me.
Do you want to fling out one more name?
Yeah, we've got one more name to fling out in her.
Is he from Northwest?
I'm not saying nothing.
That's what I was gonna.
Do you get me? I was thinking if it's someone from over our side.
Who is he gonna say?
No, you can't even ask.
You don't play games well, do you?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I promise I'm losing the crew.
I don't know. I'd love to see him. I don't know.
I'm excited myself.
Yeah,
I'm
are
playing the
you?
game.
I'm so excited. You know what it is? He's made me so excited. You know, have that ever happened to you and then you go blank?
Yeah, because
Can I just say?
It's like I want to get it right so
Can I
badly and I
just
don't
say-
want to say the wrong. Go on.
Can I say?
Go on.
Omar.
You're lying.
Is it?
Omar.
Yes, man.
No way. Really? No, we need applause for that one.
Listen.
Honestly, Big Omar. Yes.
I didn't think.
Nothing like this. cold. I
Because
actually
you got to
can
remember,
see that.
like
I actually can see that.
I am like the after Omar, you don't get Donae'o unless you get Omar.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Omar when I was in primary school about
Big
creative.
up Omar.
So like,
I'm sure he
as much
follows
as
me as well. You
Skibbity
know, I
was
follow
there,
him on Instagram. Big him up, man.
Omar's a big reason why I make music because it was like I look like him. I remember being in primary school. You know when they used to show you TV and to be creative, and
Yeah.
Omar was in there with the hair and everything.
Omar.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I thought to myself, do you know what? Yeah, you see black people.
And he's got that voice recognition as he opens his mouth. You just know I am.
I'll play it to you when we're done. I'll play it. I can't just tell you. I will play it to you.
That's gonna be special.
When we've cut
you know
this.
that though, innit?
Well, we'll see. You never know.
No, literally. No, they're gonna wait for that one there. Literally. That's
But yeah,
a
that, for me,
special one there.
like even when I remember I picked him up in the car, I said, you know, we're gonna make a banger.
Yeah.
He said, well, Donae'o, you know, we'll see. As soon as he opened his mouth, the chorus came out, and I just looked at him.
Yeah.
And you know he's older as well, so I gotta hold my. Can't be too excited.
Yeah.
He's my older, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to don't get too gassed because he's still Omar.
Yeah.
Innit?
Yeah. But
I'm
it's
looking
like
at him like.
It's like when you sent me something, do you remember? And I was like, I want to swear.
Yeah. You
just want to like, because you hear something so fire. I was like, I feel like I want to just swear. You know,
And let me tell you something.
You know what I mean?
I don't know about everyone else, but me and him, we understood the assignment.
I can see that.
I can see that.
I can hear an EP from Uno.
Yeah.
Uno need 5 tune.
Yeah.
You don't need an EP. I'm literally, I can see an EP. From you said that, I literally can see that one. That would be so freaking special though, really. Could you imagine? Donae'o and Omar.
That's a big,
Cold. That's a big
So when we cut
Love
this off,
this.
I'll play it to you guys.
Yeah, love that. I love that link up. Yeah, I love that.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, man, I love that. Yeah, we want to shut. Everyone wants to end now so we can hear. Do you get me?
And it's exactly what you would want from us. It's just like, because I've been asking him for years.
Yeah.
And he's always told me no.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like, again, it's you're older. You know, when it's someone close, you can
Yeah,
bug
man.
them a bit, but with
Yeah.
him, it's like, no. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, man.
Now?
I rate Omar, man.
Now? No. Now? Yes. All right, cool.
Yeah, you're there. Jumping out of the car.
Yeah. So-
I hear that.
So
Yeah.
I'm very excited to share that.
I'm excited to hear.
I just hope it gives everyone as much joy as it's given me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the tune's just, my sister said the song is like joy in a bottle.
Really?
Yeah.
I could imagine. That's lit. Okay, so quickly, one thing that the people them don't know about you, and I want to talk about quickly, is boxing.
Okay,
But we can't stay on it too long, just briefly.
Yeah.
Boxing.
Yeah.
So you're into boxing?
I've always liked fighting.
Yeah.
Mm.
But you can fight. So
I've always been able to fight,
Yeah.
street fight, but like, I'm not a bully. You can't just run up to someone
Yeah,
and just,
yeah.
when I was younger, people used to just run up to me
Yeah.
and just fight.
Mm-hmm.
But when I started boxing,
Mm.
I didn't know if I liked fighting
Mm-hmm.
because it was never my choice
Mhm.
to fight.
But you like it in a control place, and you know.
But
like,
once I started it,
yeah.
I was like, no, I actually like
love
this. And
Yeah.
kind of, it was a blessing I
Mhm.
had those experiences
Mhm.
because I looked back at it and now I've got another hobby that's just as important to me as music. Sometimes I think about boxing and my opponent more than I think about music.
Hmm. Really?
Yeah. It's such a blessing. It's so like, it's quite emotional. It's like, raw, I've got something outside of music. Because at first, again, your ego, I'm going to do this. Everyone's doing Misfits.
Mhm.
And then I've actually gone and fought and I've had a match.
Mm.
And I was like, wait, hold on. Maybe God gave this for you. This isn't for everyone. Maybe I might do.
I was gonna say, would you ever consider like?
I would.
Mm.
But for now, that's my thing. It's like, I would like to enjoy it for me. I've given everyone so much. It's like,
Yeah,
I will, but
I hear that.
I'm definitely not ready either.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Because
I hear that.
boxing and fighting and on the street are two different
Mm.
things
Big up,
altogether.
Mark. Love the boxing.
But like, yeah,
Definitely.
boxing is
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it is just amazing. I'll spar and
I
I'll
like
smile and
boxing
I'll-
as well.
Oh, I love it.
Mm.
I love hitting. I love
I
getting
love
hit.
strong. Yeah.
Long arm.
Any leader for know for fight anyway.
Yeah, man.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to learn how to defend your thing.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, so a quick message, what you would like to leave for the youth or anybody? someone wanting to be that want to be doing stuff that is in your field, or someone that you want to talk to,
Do you know
your
what
younger
I want to
self.
really say?
Yeah,
You see Central C's win.
yeah.
Do you know how long the UK has worked
Mm-hmm.
from Goldie days?
Mm-hmm. Goldie. Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think people understand the relevance of what he's done and what it means. Like we've all built this together kind of thing.
Come on.
And it's like, there's a new era now. He's like the end of the era of us building an economic platform, which we never had before. Meaning like enough money to pay for jobs, enough money for like all of this. And you pay, we've been building an economic platform, which we never had before. Central C is the end of that. Now we can do anything. Now we can see what the underground version of success looks like. And now we can see what the highest of the high mainstream version looks like by being our authentic self. And I think we need to take that into consideration. We need to celebrate his album. We need to, it's bigger than that. He never left us. He's us. You get me? I know Giggs has already said it, right? But I don't think people understand the importance of his win. Exactly. The importance of his intelligence, the importance
when
of
I win,
him
you
navigated.
Win. When you win, I win.
You get it? Yeah. Now that journey's stopped. You see the journey now that's coming. I want everyone, now we all need to be on job. This needs to be on TV.
Exactly.
You need to be on job now because the stakes are higher now and we can actually achieve different things. If do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, right there.
It's like the D Block Europe's, Dave Helps, the Potter Papers, the Gigs, like all of the man them, they've done really, really well. And Central is like, we can get to the universe. And he showed us the whole way as well. He didn't just keep the game. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Big up Sench, man. Big up Sench. And you run up the album. Do you get what I'm saying?
So the thing I want to tell everyone is, after we've bigged up Sench, understand what it really means. It's like, now is game time. Now the world is going to look at our culture. Now the world is going to look at us like we look at Jamaica, or we look at, and we know about the hood in this place, and we know about that, and we know, I've seen all this before. And I just think everyone needs to know the world is looking now.
But I also feel like people like you, like big up Sench all day. Do you get what I'm saying? But also understand that people like you lot are the reason why that's able to be happening. Do you understand? I feel like you lot are the pioneers of why they are able to do it like that.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Trust me. Do you get me? Yeah. Honestly, like it's a whole, like you just said, a whole working
thing
together in order to
even like Big Nasty doing the Big Nasty show. There was a lot going on that we was in it. We didn't see. Remember, I've done this like 7, 8, 9 times. So while everyone's in, that's another reason why I wrote that on the Big Man. I sit outside of what everyone does. This is one thing I will say that I do take acknowledgement to. I was around first. Before Wiley was MCing, he was on radio DJing, and he used to listen to me MC, kind of thing. I say that to say this, because that's what he's told me, kind of thing.
Big up Wiley as well.
I was
Big
around,
up Wiley.
I've always been a watcher, and then you see Wiley turns into a rapper. There was a period, Wiley was one of my favourite rappers, kind of thing. I've always been a watcher. That's another blessing I've had. So coming from the outside and I'm looking at everything, I've got context that everyone doesn't have. And I can see things and I'm like, oh, I know Central C was Skibber D at one point. Do you understand? Wiley and Dizzy was Skibber at one point. Mighty Mo.
Gosh. That was me,
Mighty
sorry.
Mo, Heartless Crew. That was Central C at one point. When I had my funky thing, that was Central C. Is like, but Central C has completed the thing. And all I'm saying is, we celebrate Central.
100%.
But you see what comes after? Everyone that's doing their thing, you need to carry on doing your thing because the win is coming big time. The win is coming big time. Just stay at what you're doing. Stay at what you're doing because I've seen this before. And every time we always win. But we might get deterred along the way, or there's never been enough money to carry things on. But trust me, there's money now. Trust me, there's people that will take doing your makeup seriously as you take doing the interview.
Yes.
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Exactly.
But there's you see, when everyone's goes like, there's a wave coming. No. We are in the wave. And the wave is full of abundance. Yeah? And I just want everyone to open up their eyes.
Amen.
And see where we are at. We are in the abundance now. You see the win we're about to, like, I'm just saying, I know what this means. And it's like, just in case you're struggling and you're out there and you're doing something and people love it, but maybe you're not eating from the back end. There's a cartoon, yeah? And I'll end with this. And it's of a guy, 2 guys, and they're digging for diamonds.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's why I don't give up on nothing and I'm not stopping.
So I don't need to finish.
Because I'm not going to turn... finish though. Finish for the who don't know.
So there's a top guy and a bottom guy. The top guy is digging away and he won't stop. The bottom guy has just dug right up until the edge.
With the diamond
up,
there.
And the diamonds are there. And I'm saying to everyone, the diamonds are there now. Don't stop digging. That's all I want to say.
Just don't stop.
Don't stop digging because the diamonds weren't there before.
There was a centimetre away, you know.
Because the diamonds weren't there before. I've been around so long when I didn't see the diamonds there. The diamonds are there now. Trust me.
Don't let that go over your head, people.
Please.
It's go time. That's what that means. 2025.
Yeah, that's all I want to say.
Donae'o?
I hope that wasn't too fast and aggressive.
Yeah, tell the people them obviously they already know where to find you, but just let them know where they find you. Do you know what I mean?
Just like on Instagram it's Donae'o, TikTok Donae'o Music. I'm just getting a hang of this. I love TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. Big up TikTok.
I love TikTok.
Do you get me? Big up Monster Marv.
Are you mad?
Send your money gone. Listen, they send you stuff and they're good vibes over there. Like there's no like they hardly troll you or nothing. Like they just want to big you up and give you. Did you see? Yeah, big up. I will be going live a lot more. Convo and Cream. What is my TikTok?
Tween Ice Cream TV.
Tween Ice Cream. You lot follow me. But yeah, TikTok's lit. We got to do a TikTok.
Yeah, cool. Donae'o Music for TikTok. Donae'o for Instagram. And I'm finding my way with Twitter because Twitter's conversational and I'm good with conversation. But all of these platforms have different personalities.
Yes, I noticed that.
So I'm finding my way.
Yeah.
I'm finding where I sit with it. Like right now with my Instagram, the Bible studies are popping off and I'm just like, okay,
I think you should.
That's my platform
I love
for that.
Yeah.
But with the TikTok, they just love everything. As long as I give it to them 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? So.
But I'm loving the Bible studies. Remember I was telling you, I listened to you, I love it.
I did 9 today.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, because I did a tester. I done the 3 because I was like, it's time for me to start sharing now. Yeah. And the response was really, really good.
Yeah, keep
and
it
God's
up, man.
like, because I kind of promised God, I was like, all right, I'm ready now. Whatever you want. I don't know if you want me to be a pastor, but I know there's something there. I need to carry on. I did the 3 and it's just like, my followership, just goes up now.
God's working it.
Yeah, so like, and the people that are following, I'm just like, like, I just know it's a lot of pressure, like as well. But
nah, man, I love it.
I've like this whole week, like I've written out what I've learned, and I study before I do every video, so I make sure I know what I say to my level. And then like this week, I'm gonna make like a year's worth of things. So like every Sunday, you guys can get something. Yeah. So this week, I'm not going studio this week. I'm gonna so I did 9 today. I liked all 9. You called me while I was doing one of them, but then when we spoke, you reminded me to say something in that one. So that was God said, hey, don't forget to say zup, zup, zup. So like, that's going to be a thing. I'm going to do at least 52
of that
little episodes.
There's so much around that we should give you your
flowers for.
The biggest and best
Thank you.
that we've seen in the UK. It's all about you.
Thank you.
And so humble as well, the way he is and everything, innit?
Like, you've done a lot, man.
And the mindset and the energy and the frequency and the empathy for people and the willing to want to spread his blessing. You know them ones there? Like, big you up, man.
No, thank you.
100% Donae'o, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, honestly. I loved it. Honestly. Nah, man. Yeah. Guys, we are out of time. Do you get me? But literally, yeah, we're gonna get him back on, you know, because I know that there was more stuff that we could get into, you know, and I just want to like say to everybody, big up everyone on set today. Big up Media Workhouse. Let me fix up myself. Oh, gosh. Fix up myself. Yeah, you lot got to keep me on point, you know. Remember saying you lot are looking at me. Thank you, Lele.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I just want to tell everybody, yeah, make sure you lot are following us. Make sure you're subscribed. Convo, we cream to the world. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up Media Workhouse.
To the world!
Yes. Big ice, do you know what I mean? Big cream, so much coming. We're going to get into all of that. Big up my sponsors. Makeup Doctor, she's gone, but big hair up. And yeah, we'll see you next time. You know the vibes.
Pretty and paid and popping. Pretty and paid, yeah. Pretty and paid and popping. Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid, yeah. Pretty and paid and popping. Ain't got dough, then you know you better keep it jogging. Ice so cold, no stopping. Love my style, my drip, everything they copping. Cashed up queen, stay bossing. Chicks on my page all day, ain't got no login. Every style queen, stay locking. Pretty gang pull up in the place, got the man them clocking. Gotta stay on my grind. Man on my money, and money on my mind. No time, no day, no time. Bitches on the best day, can't take my shine.